So,
Juicy
D&D,
deeds, bro.
last session. So much happened last session. You guys finally wrapped up the combat between yourselves and the Church of Saloon. And upon trying to retreat from the battlefield and be aided by the clerics, Jin passed out, Drell was dead, and Opal is seemingly in a coma. Jin and Drell both had experiences with their respective gods, although Jin's wasn't Yol in the way he thought it would be. It was Inocarus, his former god, the god of his tribe hidden in the forests. That god warned him about the power that was stolen. Not everyone has Roll20 open, I just realized. But God warned him about the power that he had stolen and that his champion, Kane, Jin's former best friend, was going to be hunting him down to take that power back. Drell, on the other hand, in his afterlife before he was revived, also learned of this revenge or vengeance that this old former best friend, Jin's past, was going to unleash upon the party. It was decided amongst the party that you guys weren't going to fight in the next round of the tournament, much to Umrig's surprise and dislike of. Before deciding to confront the Church of Kiri Jolith, you guys specifically sought out the Church of Saloon because you wanted to speak to the Drow and apologize, specifically Jin, apologize for maybe taking things a little bit too far in the combat and getting a little out of hand. Initially, Ben and Umrig stayed outside, and upon being asked to come in, Valxis, in disguise as an elf, stepped outside with Umrig, and everyone else went inside to speak to the Drow. Upon Jin very blatantly saying that the rest of the party was oddly lying to them, they decided to take sort of precautionary measures and make sure that you guys were people and not something coming to destroy them. In the process, a detect good and evil spell sort of revealed that Ben may be classified as undead a little bit. And now inside this church, there's a current discussion over what that means and the Drow feeling like they accidentally overstepped a bound. While outside, Valxis decided to sort of chase after one of these dark figures that you guys have been seeing throughout the city. Upon walking right up to it and sticking his hand into its shadowy form, he was blasted with visions of a place of desolation, of cracked rock as far as the eye can see until you see mountains on the horizon, of a temple, an altar, really, almost like a gazebo in the middle of this barren wasteland, half dead, half alive, a corpse laid at the base. Snapping back to realization, only to realize that his disguise self-spell had been canceled in this crowd. And now Valxis Winterlight, without his mask on, was out in the open in Pyantai, surrounded by people. With confusion inside the church, Valxis outside, Umrig none the wiser that Valxis even walked away. What are you guys doing?
I immediately try to stealth.
Roll me a stealth check at disadvantage, because you're doing it in open light.
All right. Stealth,
and you have giant fucking wings.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Like more just like to cover my face, like trying to just
sure.
Okay.
You're gonna make an attempt.
All right. An 8.
You try to hide the fact that you're now standing in the middle of this crowd.
All right. I gun it to the alleyway that I saw
initially
while, like
okay.
While like trying to just cover my
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. All right, I'm good at this.
You stumble a little bit as you're pushing through people. You hear the occasional,
sorry.
hey, whoa, watch out, man. As you run through. And no one says that. But you burst through. There is a couple people who, when you get into this alley and like kind of turn around, are staring at you confused, who have like stopped in the road and aren't continuing on their way.
Keep going. I keep going, and I find a corner, like find a way.
You're just running down the alley?
No, I walk. I just kind of like walk, just like briskly.
Okay. So you keep continuing down this alleyway and
try to find a corner where no one can see me.
Perception check.
16.
You find a
Woo.
small closed off corner, maybe where like some sort of makeshift type dumpster type thing is that you can kind of duck behind. Your wings are a little hard to hide, but if someone came by, they wouldn't know whether or not they were wings or some sort of like fucking weird curtains.
Dumpster.
Cool. I do disguise self
Okay.
into my elf again,
You were disguised into the elf again.
and then I walk back to the church.
Sure. You go back to the church, and Umrig is still standing outside.
I
Umrig,
go into the church.
Umrig, real quick,
What's up?
make me just a wisdom check.
Oh,
Flat wisdom check, not a saving throw, just a flat check.
I'm gonna. I can do
Yeah,
that.
it took about 2 seconds, maybe 3, for you to realize that Valxis was gone in the middle of you just like rambling about nothing. And when now make a perception check.
Jeez.
You saw the shadow demon, you saw, or whatever this thing is. Shadow demon is just what I call it because it was made of shadow. You saw it get sucked into Valxis, him sprint off into an alleyway, and then running by you is the elf form that you came here with, just sprinting into the building.
That's pretty spooky.
And you're still outside.
Yeah, I'm still outside.
Everyone inside, you guys are in the middle of having a conversation. Jestith, that one drow, is just like, are you sure? I didn't mean to overstep any bounds. I know you keep saying it's okay, but I don't feel like it was okay because this is sort of personal information, and we were just having a fair fight, and now I feel like he's uncomfortable. And then, poof, Valxis, in his elf form, just comes bursting into the room.
Did I
It's
feel
Mike.
Feel anything in what way? When he...
while that was
No. You did not feel anything.
okay?
I look at Jin and I go, we can drop the formalities. Hi, I'm Valxis Winterlight. I'm in a disguise right now.
No, we know. We
Okay,
I know,
cool.
I made a point of it earlier.
Welcome back. You look a little winded. Did you go for a jog?
Where did
Can
you
we-
go?
I went outside.
Well, we kind of gathered when you walked out the front door.
And then you bursted through the door.
Right. So
Yeah, what
there was something
happened?
outside. I thought it was something, and then I was completely wrong.
I'm
What was
sorry.
this
Wait,
something? Did
what
you
was
see a
outside?
shooting
Nothing?
star,
Something is very vague.
very vague.
So was it something or nothing?
Oh, it was definitely something.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Okay, so did you see a shooting
Okay,
star?
we're getting to the bottom of this, everybody. There was something outside.
Yup.
We have that.
I realized
Yes, we
the
do have
company
that much
I'm
indeed.
in front of. I'm like,
And then he kind of, Ben, did you walk back over to the group after you stopped at the door?
I
Because you had
think I
stopped at
would
the
have been
door,
by
put
the
your head
door.
down, and had turned around. So he kind of burst past you. He didn't hit you.
I would like to look outside while this commotion's happening
Perception
and
check.
just take a look.
Just Rick. Chilling, vibing.
You see a very confused Umrig and some people just like casually about their day. Umrig looks like he's like fucking seen some shit, like PTSD style, like panic.
Monka S.
Yeah, very Monka-esque.
So what's the something you saw?
all right. So, have we been? Okay, it was this like a tall, shadowy figure.
Okay.
What?
And I
It's nighttime. How did you?
Touched
It's not
it.
nighttime.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No.
I'll start.
This is
walking.
right
very- it's
after.
very-
This is
it's
like an
like-
hour
it's
after your
afternoon.
fight. It's like
Okay.
it's like 3 p.m.
But it's daytime.
Wait, so you saw
Um,
so you saw your shadow on a wall?
No. Not my shadow. Like a figure made of shadow.
Filion, you've seen something like this before.
What the fuck?
And so I touched it.
Why?
I didn't know what it was. What else am I supposed to do? Like just
Why?
avoid it?
What happened?
Yes!
I mean,
Well, I had visions.
what
I-
did you see?
It was like a barren like desert like wasteland, and then I flashed into like a temple, it was like half white, like marble, very clean, and then the other half was like very black, dark onyx kind of.
I do want to clarify, just because I realized after last session I may have misspoken. This was not a full like temple. This was like think of like a gazebo style thing where there's stairs on all sides, and it goes up into a 4-pillar like sort of archway on each side with a central altar. Like this thing is exposed open. You can see inside from outside, and it's got this like fancy roof. But yes, it is half obsidian, half marble type life, but not a building like a
the
temple.
Structure was half marble, half like onyx looking color with like an altar in the middle of it. And then it was like quick glimpses, and then all of a sudden I flashed at the altar, and there was just a dead body. And that was really it. And then I came back. My disguise was gone. Oh, I dropped my disguise as I say. My disguise was gone.
Valxis is now in front of you.
So I don't really know what happened.
What do you got, Ben?
Ben is going to use his feature called
I agree. It's my favorite one.
Good feature.
His shadow touched feature and go invisible.
Bye.
We really don't like being
Right.
seen, do we?
Okay. Yeah. You guys.
We all see him go invisible.
Hold on.
Like later.
But if he's just standing around us, it would just be like Frodo, just like
No, hold on.
I feel like-
I need to check
like,
something.
Walk to the door, invisible, and then just started like walking back.
I need to look at some passive perceptions. Only Drell and Aphelion noticed that just.
I noticed this. No way, dude.
You
What's
have a
my
passive perception of 14.
What, dude? That's
you're a fucking
enough?
monk, dude.
Oh.
So you guys notice just in an instant, just a. He disappears.
What?
So you touched a shadow.
AJ, it's up to you if you want to say out loud or DM me what you're doing while invisible.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So it moved you, or it showed you vision?
I don't know.
Did it feel like you were in that place?
Did it feel like I was in that place? Or did it just feel like vision?
What place? Like, oh no, you felt like the flashes were you're there. Like suddenly, flash, you're in this barren wasteland. Flash, you're at this altar. You look down. There's the body. Like this is you quickly looking around and gathering what you can before just you blink and then you're back. Like this is. It felt like teleportation.
Felt like I
Umrig's
was
still
there.
outside, but Umrig,
Whoa.
he was standing there, eyes completely blacked over. Like blacked over. Total black, total darkness. But you're outside, so
Yeah.
So it felt like you were there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know what it means. I don't know anything. I don't believe I've seen anything like that before. I don't even know where it is.
Well, how'd you see it then?
I don't
You
know.
Spotted it?
The shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was just looking at the crowd, seeing just whatever, and I just happened to just see it.
I hate to cut this conversation off, but Ben's gone. He just went back out the door.
What the fuck?
What?
Valxis, did you close the door when you stormed in?
No.
You guys didn't hear like the.
It didn't make a noise. That's just me
Oh.
dramatically like
Yeah.
You guys didn't hear the.
Well, like I'm
you
curious,
Drell, you saw a man disappear. Like you would have, the way this is gonna work like with your passives is that Aphelion and Drell are here. Valk just came in towards you guys. Is he doing it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Oh
So
my
what's happening is
God.
Valk just came in towards you guys. So Drell and Aphelion are looking that way, which means their eyes saw past Valxis to see Ben disappear. The rest of you were just focused on Valxis and not understanding. I mean, by rest of you, I kind of just mean Jin and Valxis. You guys were like focused on like, what the
Talking to
fuck?
each
What'd you
other.
see? Yeah. But
Yeah.
like, I'm talking Drell, you watched a man disappear. Like, just fucking gone. Like Harry Potter throwing on the fucking invisibility cloak type shit. Door didn't move. He's just gone.
So you said Ben left Aphelion. He just walked out.
He's just disappeared. He's gone. I mean,
Umrig, I need a perception check.
I have no idea what it is with
At
people running
disadvantage.
off.
I don't know either. Valx, you saw it. Where did you see it? You see it like
It was just in the crowd. It
I'll
was
tell you
just
what it
in,
means in a second.
no
it
one
was
else?
just there. I mean, it didn't seem like anyone else noticed it.
No one else like bumped into it or anything either.
No.
It almost looked like other people were passing through it.
Yeah. I say that.
What the
Umrig,
fuck?
outside, you just hear it's like someone having like a panic attack. Don't know where it's coming from.
Oh my god!
Umrig's having a fucking trip outside, dude.
I frightened this man. He's
You
fucking
did.
sitting
You terrified
outside,
him.
Terrified.
Actually, yeah, Umrig, I forgot that he cast that spell on you, or like did that thing that makes you afraid. So as he's sprinting back towards the church, you like cowered in fear as he burst through the door. But yeah, so you hear someone like hyperventilating, like having a panic attack.
People passed through it, but you were able to touch it.
Yeah. I have no
You
idea
think
what
it's
it
looking
means.
for you then?
Has anyone else seen like something like that?
You said it was just a shadow?
Yeah.
I think I've been seeing it, but I brought it up with Henry. He
Wait,
was a
why
little
just
bit wary
Henry?
of it. He was the only one that saw it.
Because
at the
we
time
saw
I
it
was
when we were
myself.
outside, remember? And I said, that's not good. And then you guys were like, what? And I said, something we really need to like move on and like get to the fight from and shit. Like when we were going to watch the other fights. Like we've talked about this. All I'm
don't-
saying, not good.
What?
I-
What does
I
it
mean,
mean?
I just
You're
I
more
never
vague
would have
than
risked
I
touching
am.
it if it kept
You're
its
not
distance.
vague,
It's fine.
Drell. If
I
anything,
didn't-
you
Never
say
could
too
I would
much.
Go up to it and touch it on the shoulder or wherever you.
Look, okay, it was a lapse in judgment. All right, I didn't expect it to.
You did that shit by yourself too. Like, what if it just took you away somewhere?
I'm just saying, if you see a 7
I
foot
mean-
tall fucking shadowy figure, it's probably not good.
That's yeah.
Okay,
what?
but okay, you know it. Like, it's high. Now, what is it? If you
I
know what
don't
it is,
fucking
right?
know what it is. I just know when you see a giant figure made of shadow that's fucking
That's
watching us and following us, it's probably not a good thing and we need to keep fucking moving. But I
Yeah,
guess
why-
that's not a circumstance right now, is it?
Why
No, we
did
should
you
keep moving now
walk
if we
through
touch it.
I don't know.
So we could write a song
I-
about touching a shadow creature or some shit.
Oh god, Henry, stop.
I mean, yeah, that's honestly.
Holy
like,
shit, I was fucking around.
I mean, it was. I mean, now I can write about it. Thanks for giving me the idea. I sort of just went up and was like, "Oh, it's this weird shadow thing. I wonder what it does," and kind of just was like, "Ooh," and it.
Not
Now
just
I
how
see
old
visions.
it
You
is.
see,
again?
you see all three drow, which the paladin named Light has come over as well.
23.
Jestith,
You just randomly
Markilo,
touch
and
stuff?
Light all just like sitting there like real fucking confused. And you hear Jestith, the one that does most of the talking, just like, you guys get into a little bit more trouble than I think you ought to be, at least.
Yeah. On that note, maybe we should go.
Right.
Again, we are so sorry about your friend being sort of
Wait, didn't
telling someone else's secrets and.
That's a conversation we can have with him later.
Of
I
course,
don't
of
think
course.
I don't think it.
You know,
Currently, it's not kind of a big thing on our
Hey, you
list
know,
right now.
undead
Yeah.
doesn't always mean evil, you know?
Exactly.
Undead can be
Well,
very
he's
good.
he is the benevolent one.
I'm sorry, he is?
That's what I keep saying everywhere we
Oh.
go.
Everywhere we've been, that's what everyone's been
They
calling
know
him.
him.
Is the benevolent,
Benevolent one is an undead man.
Yeah, we call him Ben though.
No.
Interesting.
It was.
What do you?
And he's just
what do you-
staring off.
What do you mean by is a
What do
dead
you-
man now? Or
Un-
is
What do
He's
you
an
know about
undead
the
man.
benevolent?
He's
What
an
do you know about the
undead
benevolent
man.
one?
But I know he's undead.
Now you do. Now you do.
Now
What do
you do. But before,
Well, I know.
right now.
Obviously, the folk tales. They tell many folk tales about the benevolent one. You know, they tell it to you as a child. You know, the benevolent one might grace a city or a town with his presence and help those in need, and he doesn't ask for anything in return. You know.
How old are these folk tales?
Oh, they date back hundreds and hundreds of years.
So no wonder he's undead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you knew he was the benevolent one, but you didn't know that it goes back hundreds of years.
Thought he
I
was
mean,
like
well,
an
well, we
elf.
thought-
I
yeah,
don't know
I
if there's
mean-
not. I do not know if there's
We
not.
thought maybe he was like a fey creature or something.
Hey,
Like
very possible. There are undead in the Feywilds.
I've never been.
I've also
Neither
never
have I.
been. I come from a different continent.
Oh no!
What,
Well,
the,
Jarell,
what
are you
is
okay?
Jarell, are you doing this in character?
Like, what are we doing, man?
Is this in character? Are you that you're doing this? Yeah. Okay.
Are you asking what we're doing, Drell?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
We're
go
trying to
leave.
get information on a.
One of
I'm
our
not
friends.
sure. I'm.
Yeah.
I as well as I understand that you're trying to get
Oh,
rid
we
of these
came here
marks, as
to
well as
apologize.
avoiding shadow creatures or whatever. It
I'm
doesn't
not. We're not
seem
avoiding
like
them
you're in-
apparently.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
I touched one. I mean, it's a joke. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
No, I.
That's a really bad timing joke, Val. Like,
Look, you gotta make the best of things at times, okay? I don't know what the fuck is going on, so the best I can do is joke about it. I'm stressed.
You
You
seem
just,
very
like,
thirsty.
not
Would
say
you like some
anything, too,
tea? I
that's
can go make
normal.
some tea. I brought herbs directly from Grimloth.
We can.
Grimloth? Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll take a cup of tea.
Yes. Oh, it'll be right from the vine grave. You'll enjoy it. And he walks away into a back room, and the wizard, who sort of like was like sitting on the sitting at the table, just like ripping into like a fucking mutton leg,
oh.
has like just held it in his hand and is just chewing and looking over all of you. And the paladin is kind of just like keeping a keen eye because now he's worried about an undead. But
I kind of just creep towards Valxis, and I'm like, "You sure you want to stay for tea? Like, we could just leave, dude."
we probably should
We
go.
also
To
have
be
to go
honest.
find Ben now.
I'm probably
knows
just gonna
where he
chug.
went.
I'm just gonna
What is
chug
with
it
this
and then
fucking
we can
group
go.
and running off? At least when
don't
I run
know.
off, I say where I'm going. I'm going to a whorehouse. I'm going here. Like, but everyone else all just run off.
Well, it's not entirely true, but it's not your fault either. But we'll get to that another time.
No,
We
I'm
need to
just
go find
saying,
Ben.
if you want to storm off or run off, just say where you'll roughly be so we can kind of find you. It's a
the mage
giant
says
city.
between some chewed food, I mean, we're right here. If you're gonna leave, just say it.
All right, bye.
I mean, we're probably yes. We're going to leave here soon. We need to go talk to the
I'll
the
tell
other church.
I'll tell him that you left.
We just didn't have the heart to.
God.
Don't
But I
worry.
do- I
No,
do
I'll
want-
tell him that you left. It's okay.
He's so nice.
Okay, it's fine.
Sorry.
Just come back for the vine grave tea another time. It's honestly kind of exotic. But yeah, come back another
I
time.
like exotic things.
Yeah, well,
maybe
it's a
we can
shame
just
because
make
you're
a
trying to
round
run
after we-
away.
I know.
Take it as
Let's
someone
go,
who was
guys.
forced to run away by your undead friend. Sorry. Your magical friend. Running is shameful, and if you want to feel shamed by it, then go.
It's not
Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye. And
Bye.
we'll just start walking out the door.
Okay.
I'm like standing in the middle.
they're not having the tea, you can turn off the pot unless you want it for yourself. And then he just like creeps his head around. Oh, very well. Farewell. Again,
Bye.
another
Bye.
apology to your friend.
Yeah, bye-bye.
They are really apologetic.
AJ, have you
Really
moved?
nice people.
No. Are you guys going outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who? Philion, dexterity saving throw.
What?
In case you bump into him.
You do bump into him, but you
Oh, what the
kind of
fuck,
you don't trip
really?
over. He like stepped outside and is currently invisible outside, but he hasn't really moved like away from the door. He kind of stepped over outside and is like panicking while invisible. Umrig is just kind of like staring in the direction of the sound as a feeling you come out, like sort of bump into him and catch yourself. I mean, you can rationalize that maybe there's an invisible person in front of you, but
Ben, is everything all right?
you hear the
What?
hyperventilating.
You said Ben left. You didn't say he was invisible.
It looked like he left. How am I supposed to know the difference?
That's
I
fair.
mean, like, bless you.
Thank you.
I saw you dab on fucking Kev.
I always dab. Gotta dab on them haters, you know?
Ben,
He's gonna
Whatever.
Go ahead.
drop his invisibility, looking directly at him,
Just suddenly,
Like-
just like
like right up to his face.
Aphelion?
Yeah.
Aphelion,
zombie.
roll
Does Umrig see this all?
roll
am I
me
rolling?
a perception check. This is the first time you've ever really looked Ben deep in the eyes. It's almost like a weird hollowness. Like it's not like it's like they are eyes and they do move. There's just like this, now that you know he's undead and you don't know how he's undead, what type of undead, what he is entirely, you can look into his eyes and feel something empty. This close to your face, as he's literally like right in front of your fucking face. Kind of scares you a little bit
See this,
that he just
this kind of this gaunt face that you're familiar with, but almost like even more pale.
Mhm.
And just
near white, near corpse like.
like, whatever pupils he has left, just fully dilated.
Umrig, you do see this. He appears like right in front of Aphelion, just like right in front of his face. Also, Valxis steps outside, not disguised, and you're afraid still. You just avert your eyes from Valxis.
I like it. Do I notice that?
Sure,
turn
you know he
around.
has. You know you have the effect on him still.
Nice. He goes,
Nice.
I'm like- Good. Suffer.
What is going on between?
And Ben just says, I have to leave.
Where?
why?
You know what's fun, Ben, is I think we all need to leave. So you can come with us.
Or we can come with you.
Or
Wait,
you
why
can
are
come
we
with-
leaving?
Oh, no,
Where are we go?
can't-
Are we leaving? No, I got shit I gotta do here. Like shit I was doing
I'm
before you guys showed
endangering
up.
you all.
No, you don't.
Wait, what?
He said he's endangering us.
From what?
How?
Yeah, how?
Whatever that was, it's connected to me.
Shadow? Do
I
you
do
know?
not have a shadow?
Hold on. Do you
Wait,
know
what?
where I went?
You play
the altar.
Jin so dumb sometimes. What, you don't have a shadow? Like fucking are you
Very Peter Pan.
Jesus Christ.
Do
I mean, you.
you know what I saw?
The altar. The gazebo in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's where I was born.
You were born.
Dude, everyone was born. Shut up, let him talk.
No, that's what he's trying. Where he was born.
Was that Umrig or Drell?
That was Drell.
Okay.
You're not wrong, Drell. Everyone
fuck.
is born.
Oh man.
What do you mean?
That's where you were
Like-
born. Yeah.
Ben will kind of like look over his shoulders.
We can
See
go
if anyone's
somewhere
listening.
private first if you
Yeah.
want. Let's get out of here.
No one is paying you guys any mind. You are all just blocking the doorway.
Good.
I mean, I'm just gonna take a stab at this. Is that Shadow the malevolent one? Is that like, that's how it's connected?
Oh my god. Shut up.
Not what? The guy spoke about it earlier that he has another half. So is that
Right, but I don't think. I believe. I don't know. I don't know.
You think
Oh,
the
so we're
other
all
half-
assuming. Let him answer.
Oh my god.
Talking out in the open is gonna make you uncomfortable, Ben. We can go and find someplace where we can all talk privately.
Please.
All right, let's go.
All right,
We go
we
back. to the inn.
can go to the inn, and then after we talk about this, we can go to the church and the other church and tell them that we forfeit. Or should we go to the Pontifex first? Who should we go for that?
I say we go to the other church, strike up a deal. If it falls through, we go to the Pontifex.
Yeah.
And fucking pray. Something for us.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, is that we know that with these marks don't necessarily have life-threatening properties to us.
Well,
More than likely, they're just tracking devices.
I mean, I did have to die, you know, to like, get mine off. So,
Right,
like,
but he didn't kill you. It wasn't
Why
the
do
thing
you
that
talk
killed
so
you.
lightly at dying, Drell? You fucking died. Are you not scared by that?
not after what I saw. No, not really. It was kind of okay.
Can we just find a
Wow.
private place to talk?
Yeah, let's go
Wow.
to the inn.
We go to the inn.
Are you going back to the
Alright.
shitty one that Umrig brought you guys to ages
No,
ago?
no, we're going to find a better inn because fuck
Roll me an
that.
investigation check.
Sure. An 8. Fuck me.
It takes you a while. Like, you guys keep, like, Pie and Tie, it's really hard to find out where you're going. But after a good, like, hour of searching for a tavern,
You want a nicer inn? We've been walking for an hour.
you guys
you-
end up finding a place called the Gypsy's Lake.
I don't know, Jin. This place seems right up your alley.
What?
It's not a brothel.
I know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what he. I usually.
Is he okay? Like, he died, and now he's fine with dying again. It's
like.
if
Philion
anyone's a
perception check.
liability to the group now, he is the liability because he.
What was that?
I said a
What?
Philion
You
perception
died.
check.
Dude, I'm not gonna try to die again. Like, I understand, like, it was
First
like an
one.
accident, but like,
Never mind. Okay.
you know, like, I saw Yol, dude. Yol's very polite, like he always is.
Ben, perception check.
Oh, this is getting
Oh.
creepy. Why are we? I mean,
Fuck
like,
away.
you know, like I wouldn't, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to die again.
How
I'm
are you
just
not
saying.
freaked out that you what?
Look at those maxims.
Whispers. Ooh,
whispers.
Oots.
How are you not freaked out that you died?
I mean, I'm agreeing with Jin here. Like, you died. Like, it's terrifying.
You've almost died before. I saw you get driven into a wall off of a thunderclap.
I don't remember
and
that.
now you've.
Okay, that was my fault. So, again, sorry.
He said he's sorry. It's no big deal. That's fine. I'm just talking about what happened. There's no ill will behind these words. This is just factual.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, I got hit a couple times. I went down. I guess I bled out. But like,
Are you not freaked out that you died or there's any like?
I would be more freaked out if like something dramatically changed in like my body. But like, I'm still
You
perfectly
fucking
fine.
died. Who knows what happens to your body?
I mean,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But like, clearly nothing bad. My mark's gone, dude.
Are you guys
Okay,
going
so-
inside the tavern, or is this an argument
Yeah.
out front?
yeah.
Or
I
this
assume
is
we're
something
carrying.
along
I assume
the
that
way.
we open the doorway and
Okay.
are coming in with this argument just
Yeah.
all the way through the tavern.
Which really is kind of like a shell shock for the other patrons in here, because as opposed to like a normal like tavern with like drinking and everything, this one's like kind of luxury. There's a soft like nice smelling mist that's through the air that isn't like hindering anyone at all. It's kind of just pleasant. It's warm, but like a comfortable heat. There's still tables. There's still, places to sit, and you can order food and drinks and get rooms. This is just higher class.
Ah, my sort of place.
Can't believe you said this is someplace I would like, Drud.
Hey man, I don't.
Nothing bad happened to me. I died. You don't even know who I am as a person now.
No.
Has anyone seen Henry?
How did we lose
That's the
Henry?
church.
while
Ben says
walking?
this. You guys look around. Henry's fucking gone.
Oh,
God
shit. Henry
damn
did
it.
say he had some other stuff to do today, or around here that he was doing before we came.
We always lose people. As you look around, Umbrig's not there either. No, I'm just kidding.
You would have had to have cleared that with me.
I know.
I
I'm
guess
like,
in Henry's defense, we're not fighting in the next fight, so why does he need to stick around? Like, it makes sense.
He said he had business he needed to
Yeah,
take
business
care
is
of.
business.
That's true. I mean,
If we need
fair.
to find each other, Henry can find us. He has that mean. He has those means.
Yeah.
It's true.
maybe. Who knows? We somehow continue to run into him. Even though we went our separate paths. So who knows?
Only
Maybe we'll
twice.
find him again.
Should we get a room? We're just standing.
Yes. I walk up to the table, or I walk up to the innkeep.
You actually see a sort of like if a fairy was a medium-sized creature.
The
Like a
Yeah.
fae being looks like wearing like nice silks, real long pointy ears that like the point curls back, hair pulled back into a tight ponytail, a fluorescent pink. And she goes, "Yes, we can give you a room. How many rooms?"
how many does one room accommodate for?
Depends on the room you get.
Could we put
Do we all
of
want
us in
separate
one room?
rooms, or can we
I
get
think we
just
should
one
all
with
be in
5
one room
beds?
now. Yeah.
One room, 5 beds. And you see she like throws her hand up and there's just like fucking sparkles, like fucking glitter. Nothing falls down. It vanishes into thin air. And you guys hear like a creaking. 1 room, 5 beds. 5 gold.
All
What was
right.
that?
You tend to just not
Every
question
time
things.
there's at least one bonk.
Are you handing her over the gold?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hand her 5 gold.
She, instead of grabbing it out of your hand or holding out her hand, she waves her hand over yours, and you feel like almost like your hand had like fallen asleep and just is like got that tingly feeling to it, and the gold's
it just
gone.
like prickles, yeah.
Yeah, and the gold's gone.
That's what it feels like to chew.
That's
gum.
impressive.
I've got.
Why, thank you. Hopefully you find the room just as impressive.
Thank you.
And you see that she shrinks down to normal fairy size and disappears.
oh, very cool.
What the?
Wait.
Anyway,
did
we
you,
should go upstairs.
did you only get a room with 5 beds? Like.
Asks Umrig.
Yeah, we did. Because you have the
No.
other inn that you bought, remember? So we
Yeah.
just.
Oh. All right. Well,
I mean, you can hang around us. We're just gonna go talk in that room, and then.
I mean, yeah, like what's gonna happen is we're gonna go talk in this room. We're gonna go discuss with the church, and then
I mean,
probably.
if we're not fighting with you
I mean-
tomorrow, it's just.
I mean, you
we
can,
just
like-
thought-
you
I mean,
guys
there'll
could
probably be a ceremony tomorrow. We'll
you
see
could
each
just,
other
like,
tomorrow.
yeah, just find me at the the lower town inn if you need me, I guess.
You can stay with us for a little bit.
You
I mean, we
can-
still have to go talk to the other church.
Right.
This is just for nighttime when we go to
Right.
bed. Like,
No, it's cool.
you're taking this really personally.
No-
when there's
no
nothing personal
offense.
about this.
It's a little personal for me.
Wait, what?
A little personal.
We'll catch up tomorrow, Umrig.
No, he still needs to go with us to me.
No, no, he needs to come with us. Yes, he needs to come with
Please
us.
stop.
Half
Please
of you were
stop.
saying one thing, half of you
Like-
were saying another.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Literally, you get. Yeah.
What does Drell think? Because now that'll be the tiebreaker.
Whatever.
No, I'm saying half of you were saying we'll see you tomorrow, and the other half were like, no, he needs to stay with us. So what are we fucking doing?
Just wait down here.
All right, yeah, I'll be here. And he just kind of like,
You will stay right here.
They still afraid of Valks?
I was just gonna go sit at the
No,
bar.
that's worn off.
Oh,
You're not afraid of
yeah.
Alexis anymore.
Doc, he seems kind of intimidated by you. Just you tell him and he'll stay put.
Hey, stay put.
Got it. I just walk over and sit down.
Umrig's just sitting down at a table. The rest of you go upstairs into your room. It's a nice room. Like,
Whoa.
I'm talking like bunk beds, but like nice bunk beds. They're like full-size beds, but bunk beds. You know,
Top
it looks
bunk.
like it has
He's
satin.
neurotically
Up there to the
checking
top.
behind doors and curtains,
Sure, make an investigation check.
looking out the window.
What are you looking for?
Nothing to find. Nothing out of the ordinary besides a nice room.
What?
I'm just a little anxious.
If you're
Understandable.
Okay, Jin will take his shirt off and stuff his shirt in the, you know, where like the door meets the floor, just to fucking
Dude,
close it
I
off in
can-
case any sound comes through.
Sure,
You
you
don't
guys
know.
for the first time really, I mean, besides being in that one bathhouse, are seeing all the scars all over Jin's body. As he has now stripped his shirt off and is just full abs in front of all of you.
Terrell has
I
like his
lay
bedroll
down.
out. I could have stopped the door.
I like lay down on the bed and kind of just like spread out, like.
Top bunk or bottom
the-
bunk?
do the-
Oh, no, you're on the
bottom
solo
bunk.
bed. There's one solo bed because they
I
made
take
the
the
room for
solo bed,
5.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
He would be the one to take the solo bed.
Of course
too,
I
without saying
am.
Are you
anything.
spreading out your
I'm
wings, or are you
about
keeping them
to
like
do it,
kind of
I'm a
compressed?
prick.
So there's
I
2
got,
bunk
like-
beds and then 1 solo bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's the one where like my feet are still like planted on the ground. I just like have laid
Where
down.
you're hanging off the side.
Yeah.
I get
And
you.
just kind of like. Ah.
All right. Well, I did my best to make it soundproof. Shirt under the door.
So
Ben begins kind of pacing a little bit.
lots of revelations today.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like the biggest question in the room has been your undead. Like that's huge, but I also understand that you may not know that because you don't know much about yourself already.
Yeah, to be
I
fair,
need
Did
you
you
all to
did you know
know
that?
how significant it is that I'm with you all, and how much you all mean to me.
What?
Why are you laughing, Drell? This is serious.
Is this Noah or is this Drell?
This is Noah. This is like an
Oh.
ET movie thing where he's about to go home or some shit.
Yeah, you need to clarify if it's you or if it's the character, because the amount of times someone's gonna respond with, "What are you doing, Drell? Like, why are you laughing?
Bro,
why are you doing whatever?"
laughing at this? This is a
Yeah.
serious moment.
What is Drell? How is Drell reacting to what's being said?
Kind of like, all right, yeah,
Okay,
huh.
continue, Ben.
I've spent my entire life, if you want to call it that, searching for an understanding and trying find what my place is in this world. So
when you say you've been trying
recently-
Sorry.
I did not know that there was a counterpart, another one, another thing, whatever it is. Oxus, that temple, that shrine or altar, whatever you saw, that It's where I woke up hundreds of years ago. Didn't know any languages. Barely just figured out how to move my body. This body, not even mine. At least I don't think it is.
Was there a corpse there when you woke up?
Nothing there. There was this liquid, this purple liquid, and these vines with flowers, and no body.
Well, did you see anybody else there with you? Because if you have a counterpart, I mean, like if you were born there, then in theory, our counterpart should be born there.
Closer to your mic, Hita.
I mean, your counterpart would be born there as well, right?
Well, it depends on what happened. I spent a number of years at the Grand Library.
I mean, this is just a question. Do you have any like scars on you? Like any like? I mean, granted, that's
Probably the first time in like 100, 200 years he's looking at his body.
Are you taking off your
Mid-
clothes?
You don't have to
Sure.
like strip down or anything. If you
No, just like,
know, but-
lifting a
okay.
shirt and
I mean, besides scars you remember obtaining in any sort of fight, nothing special.
Hmm. Hey, no crazy scars, right? Maybe you just were born there. You weren't like sacrificed. Sir.
well, I woke up largely in this form.
And
Fully
no
grown
recollection of what happened prior.
No, not well. Just woke up. It was a spark of consciousness. Could feel and barely comprehend emotion. Took a while, but I learned how to gain sense of the extremities of this body and move them, walk.
You said you awoke with a purple liquid?
Liquid was in the cracks of the altar, seeping through things.
Was there like a specific design on the altar when you awoke? Any patterns? Anything? I mean, I understand that it's been hundreds of years, but
Is it?
You would have made your way away from there as quickly as possible
Yeah.
when you had the ability to move. If there were symbols, you didn't note them because at the time you wouldn't have been thinking about it.
Right.
And even if there were, you wouldn't know what they were and would have trouble remembering them up to this point.
The memory of
Question
me
is-
actually being there is vague. I barely had the ability to quantify what was happening. But
Almost
during
like a-
research, I read folktales and rumors of temple in the wastes and descriptions of it. Sort of replace that memory, and at this point, I can't tell what's real and what's not.
Also, the liquid was teal, not purple.
I just read that, my bad.
You're fine.
Eagle liquid.
Well, huh.
What do you think,
So did
Jin?
your... Well, I'm curious if the tales of him doing all these, like, deeds and helping all these people, was that before, or did you do that after you awoke?
No, that was after. It was the only thing that satisfies this urge. It's undescribable, just this sadness when looking at all of you. Not just you, anyone. People. Civilization. Just gives me this sense of sorrow. And helping is the only way that found.
And there's no, like,
Me to deal with.
particular reason you feel like this sense of sorrow? You just feel sad or just compelled to help?
It's hard to describe. You know, sometimes this body does things that I can't explain.
I mean, yeah, it'd be really confusing to pick up a body that you're not familiar with, but it is your body.
Yours
Lived
now,
for
at
hundreds
least.
of years, yeah. Well, I'm glad you fight alongside with us. It's not often you're in the presence of someone who's just naturally a hero. I mean, it's true.
It's the problem, though. I don't think this is my body. And I don't think I ever did.
We like the first group you've joined up with?
Odd. I've traveled with people before, but never really felt an urge to stick around for longer.
Well, you're no liability. I mean, sure, there's a shadow creature following, but I mean, we have marks on our face, on our body, fight a giant phoenix.
We're all kind of being
We're
followed
all
by
kind of
things.
dangerous, yeah. So don't feel like you're endangering us. It's just another situation to add what we're going through. It's nothing bad. I mean, yeah, it's bad, but nothing where it's like, get the fuck away from us bad.
Right.
Yeah, it could be
Everyone
worse, I
comes with their own
guess.
baggage.
Yeah.
Well, I say everyone, I don't know everybody. Valxis comes from, no
I mean,
offense,
like-
but you come from Wells, and you're kind of here on an adventure with music.
Yeah, well, that adventure for music sort of turned into an actual adventure, so who knows?
I mean, you got what you wanted. You got an adventure.
It's true, I did. I got my story. It's shaping up to be a impressive one already.
Aphelion is able to turn into a dragon and be like Starry. Everyone.
Well, not literally a dragon, but more or less the image of one.
So yeah.
Where's everyone in this room besides Valxis laying down and Ben pacing?
Jin's probably just sitting on the bottom bunk, probably across from Ben. Because I'm assuming that's how the bunks are going on, right? They just side by
One on
side.
one
Probably.
wall, one on the other wall,
Yeah.
and a center
And then
bed
one along, center bed.
I'm probably on the top bunk.
of the same bed Jin's on.
Yeah.
And Ben, you're pacing. Aphelion, where you at?
Probably just leaning against the wall with my staff kind of just tucked into my arms.
Which wall?
Ooh!
Probably, I'd say.
If you
on the
walked
door.
into the room and the back wall has windows, there's a bed to the left, a bed to the right, a bed in the center, and then walls on
I'd
each
say.
side. What wall?
I'd just say right on the closed door.
Okay. Continue.
I mean, if you've been around for hundreds of years, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody who like who knows of you, or a family member knows of not you, but you know maybe the vessel you're occupying, if you want to make it out to be that. I mean, I believe, my opinion, you are you, and it's just your memories are fragment. I don't think you're any less of a being because you don't remember your past, or because you were born in.
I mean, it's entirely possible. Like I said, I've spent my entire existence trying to who I am, what my purpose is.
I mean, hey, there's a chance we could find out who you are if we speak to the Pontifex when we get all the files that are up on us.
Ooh.
Granted, it won't be found in your own way, but it is a way that we can find it on our own.
That's something that Henry promised me if we won, if we took over the city.
That you'd get. Okay. I mean, Valks has said it, that these marks aren't too bad, and that maybe they're just a tracking magic, whatever it may be. What if when we go to strike up a deal with them, we bargain for your files, just yours?
Not the marks. Don't remove the marks from ourselves.
I mean, it is a big ask to remove the marks, but
One little file, probably
pretty easy. I mean, it's just a file, right? Like, just paperwork.
information. But the question remains, how valuable is your information?
That is true.
Do
You are the
they
benevolent
want
one.
you to know who you are?
I don't think they do. Any requests that I put in at the library while I was there for research, they denied, and
Why don't they want you to know who you are?
Because maybe there's a reason your memories are fragmented.
Yeah, I mean, what if they fragmented
Sorry,
your
drop
memories?
my instrument.
Yeah.
What if they fragmented your memories?
What if there's snaps in your? I mean, because this is just all hypothetical. It's just nothing. All of this could be false and not real. But what if your other half that you claimed that you have is just you, but you just don't remember it?
oh, there's the memories that I have in my current state of mind, and then there's memories that I'm privy to from before. They're not complete, but sometimes I get a glimpse of name or religion or some arcane vice or magic, some whatever it is. They're not mine.
So you get. So you get like a name that appears to you in a memory. Do you know what name that is?
Well, it's not so much randomly. It very much so has to do with what's going on, or something related to what's going on.
Maybe we can't get your file. Maybe there's someone who can. I don't know. Maybe they can heal your mind, your memories, or something. I don't know. Bring you some kind of peace.
Well, what I'm concerned about is whoever this Phoenix lady is. She seemed to know exactly who I was. She found it funny that I didn't. It concerns me that she might be working with or for the same people that know who I am in the upper council.
Who's in the upper council?
They're not named. Just from my understanding, it's just a group of people that remain anonymous. And they console the king and queen in decisions.
King and queen.
Is that right, Corey? Sorry.
So it's that there are the main members of the council, the Dythronian Council, which are usually the heads of each of the largest cities in the country. Then there's the king and the queen. They can veto decisions, but usually push towards a democratic choice. But there are shadow members on the council that no one knows who the shadow members are. They do have names. You just don't know who they are. And that they carry weight. The thing about the king and the queen that you had gathered over time was that there are lesser morally sound people who have somehow worked their way into, whether that be like the king's court or the council or something, that are in some way influencing the decisions of the king and the queen, so that they are constantly in a state of vetoing healthy country-based decisions for the Dythronian kingdom.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to convey.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's strange. This discovery of this Phoenix group was at Capital, right? But what? I mean, how do they get those kids out of there? Like, there's only one entrance in and out.
Well, if memory serves correctly, there's rumors of another exit that is connected to the castle, be used in evacuations.
And that knowledge is only available to people of
Higher power.
right? Yeah. So it leaves us with two
Was that
options.
one of those recalls?
It's that your recall was that there's no way that this city only has one exit, especially when the king and the queen live here. Because there has to be a way to get them out of the city that doesn't require going through the main gate. So there are probably like a bunch of secret exits You don't know how many of them are known by underground kidnapping ring type people. Whether they're being allowed to use them or found them on their own and no one knows they're using them or otherwise.
But like I was saying, there's only a few options. Either they're able to pay off the guards at the front gate to move through it, or they have knowledge or ability to pass through that other exit you spoke of. Which does paint a large target on anyone we work with who could be connected to King and Queen of there, because if by chance the King and Queen are allowing this to happen for some higher gain, then any information we share with somebody of hierarchy or whatever it may be could very much so just go relay it to them and let them know what we are doing.
Only someone connected to one with a deeper connection, the ability to talk to people involved.
Saying somebody around us can speak to somebody involved with this?
Well,
Do
I
you know
just
just the
mean,
one?
Someone who might be able to get a counsel with someone a bit more higher up, just to test what they know.
I think that she can do that.
I'm talking.
Are you
about
hinting at
Velsus.
me? You're hinting at me because of my name. I got
No.
that.
You have a problem with causing too much noise, as I think of it, but we do know of one, and she is currently in a coma.
That is true. Opal does
True.
work with.
For every conversation we've had with a leader of a city, she's stayed behind. Or
They've
in some
known
part
her.
has talked to them. They know of her. They know of her work.
And yet we know nothing.
Isn't that dangerous? I mean, she
A little
follows
bit.
you around a lot.
No, it's because they're watching me. I'm the first Winterlight that's ever been in the Empire in
Not because I understand that you
hundreds
say it
of
every
years.
time.
Of course they're gonna send someone after me.
I
Do I know
understand
the
that, but
exact amount of you?
The exact amount of years since a Winterlight's been there?
Literally the founding of the Empire, of the Winterlight Empire.
I'll say them exact.
You'll say the exact amount? Hold on. I have this
Whoa.
written down somewhere, actually.
Jin goes, "Whoa."
My
Yeah, hold
fucking
on, hold
lore,
on.
bitch.
I wrote this down for Valxis in his For You doc. No, I didn't. Oh, I thought
Oh,
I
you
did.
didn't. You didn't give it a year.
Probably D100.
At least half of a millennium.
It's at least 500 years.
Yeah.
I need to...
569 years.
Whoa.
Hold on. I can get you the exact number in a second. Just continue talking.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm not saying. I mean, either your family doesn't trust you, or they want you to be protected, or
No, this is definitely the council doing. I doubt my family would send her after me. I doubt my family even knows who she is. But,
okay. Well,
I mean, we could go ask. I could
Opal?
go back. No, back home.
you want to go up north.
Actually, it's
I
not
like
that
it.
long. It's not upwards of 500 years. It's closer to like 3 to 4.
420.
I have the actual. Hold
Yes.
on. 9, 12.
Yes.
Haha, funny weed number.
13,
Ah,
19.
drugs.
It's 390. 390 years. 390 years
390.
because Ecclesiastes and Cassila Winterlight were already like adults when they left the council to go form the empire. Then there were
There's only
2
been-
full lineages and then the current one,
Yeah.
which is your uncle is around like the
Yeah.
50 to 60 mark.
Yeah, he's good
So,
there.
I mean, yeah.
Ben-
He's at
Ben
half.
name
He's at like
dropped
midlife. Huh?
Yeah.
You already announced their names.
Yeah, Ben name dropped them like pretty
Yeah.
early.
Ecclesiastes and Cassila.
So, I guess. I guess we. I mean, what are our options here? Do we?
So in nearly 4 centuries would be the cool way to say it.
yeah.
So, I mean, our go-to here is I mean, our next step is we talk to the church. After that,
Right.
it's sort of open ground. We can either go search for this gazebo wherever the hell it could be.
Someone to fix his memories could be another solution.
Someone to fix his memories, or
Ben,
we can go home.
are
So
you
like, there is,
absolutely
like-
positive that's something you would want to do? Fix your memories?
I think I'd be fine with that.
Well, I want you
I
to be more
don't-
than fine with it. If you don't want to do it, we don't. I mean, put yourself first for once, rather than feeling so sad and sorry about us. What do you want? I mean, you've
Well-
lived hundreds, maybe 1,000 years. Who fucking knows? What do you want to do? I mean, you've been chasing this feeling of helping people, but because it makes you feel sad when you look at them. But what do you want to do at the end of it?
I want to find who I am.
Perfect. Then we will help you do that.
I only say this because, Ben, you're literally the walking history of the world.
Yeah, I'm curious. Do you know where I'm from?
And with that, having
Yeah.
you don't even seems like you having all these memories lost. You could have the history of the world, but I think there's one thing that you can't really know. And it's whether or not these memories, the knowledge of them, will save you or be the end of you. I only ask if you like your person as you are now, if this is something that you want to go after and change.
Oh, the way I see it now, I either go out, try to understand what this is, and make the decision by myself, or someone else make the decision for me.
No, it should be your decision.
Well, what I mean is, whoever this other half is, whoever Valxis just apparated with. Get a foreboding feeling they're trying to get close.
Well, we're not going to solve anything in here, I feel like. And
No.
all of our questions led to more questions. So we should just keep moving forward.
Yeah. I say we do the things we need to do today.
And then
Rest
tomorrow,
up here, and then we figure out what we want to do, because we are leaving this place.
yeah, I think tomorrow we leave. Unless, of course, there's like a ceremony or something. that we need to be a part of. I say we leave tomorrow.
I do think
Move.
we need to try to get some leads on Phoenix. At least something.
I don't think the city's gonna. Pontifex doesn't have anything. I mean, and he's our biggest lead.
But what
To
if, I mean, what if he has
Phoenix.
a change of heart? He's leaving a seat of power. He's, just fuck it. He just shares his stuff, and then he's out of seat of power. It's not his problem that he shared it, or not the city's problem that he shared it, because he's not the Pontifex. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, something we could try to spark up.
I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I also need money. My coffers are getting a little low.
Yeah.
So I'd like to find some work. That would be nice too. 'Cause we could
Try
go
my
find some
way of
work.
life. I hold out my completely ragged, patched up
Mm-hmm.
cloak.
We could. I'd rather not.
Very fair.
So.
Does Ben have a sense of smell?
What?
Yeah, but you understand smell differently. You know what you are. For the most part. Or at least you know how you exist, just not the events that led up to your existence. And you spent years trying to understand humanity. But you're not out of the know of your existence. What's up?
Is there any information Jin can recall on it? Because he has a feat called Hunter's Bane. You have
About
advantage
what?
of wisdom, survival checks to track fae, fiends, or undead, as well as on intelligent ability checks to recall information.
But you don't know what he is. So
True,
what are
but
you
he says
recalling
he's
information on?
I guess Jin would just try to recall information on the undead.
Okay. You know what undead are. Like, you need to tell me
Yeah.
what you're trying to think of.
Yeah, I know this is confusing. We'll just keep going on. I'll get to it later.
Yeah, and I will clarify. It's not him saying he doesn't know what he is. Exactly what you said.
Right.
His creation.
Right.
How he
So
came
what
to
I'm
this
saying is, so AJ, you have a sense of smell. Your understanding of smell is not. You don't get why people
like
smells, hate smells, care about smells the way they do. Smells just exist.
They're just entirely quantitative instead of qualitative.
That is a smell.
I guess I would like to recall information on how undeads come up. The undead are.
Roll me an Arcana check.
The wording is
because
weird,
here's
but
the thing. This is what this is going to come down to. Because what's going to end up happening is the result is there are like a million types of undead and a million types of ways that undead can come into existence.
He's not trying to figure out what undead, what specific one is. He's trying to figure out how they are made, or if he remembers.
Right.
How...
But I'm saying like the million different types of undead are all made in million different types of ways.
Okay.
So what are you trying to discern?
When a mommy undead and a daddy undead get together.
Yeah, listen. Because what I'm saying is like, okay, a skeleton is an undead and is created through some sort of necromantic ritual, right?
Yeah.
Like there's
I guess that's
undead,
what
like
Jin would
a
look for,
deity
because
deciding to breathe life back into somebody and create them, like make them a revenant or a banshee or something. Like there's a million different ways that different undead are made. You need to specify what you're looking for.
I think that's the route Jin would go with, is if life was given back to him, because Jin didn't see if he was sacrificed on like a
roll an Arcana check with advantage.
13.
I mean, he said he woke up at the base of an altar. A ritual was probably a ritual probably occurred that made him into what he is now. You just don't know what ritual, what would have happened there, if it involved life, death, murder, sacrifice, necromantic magics. You have no idea. You just know something happened to make him him.
Okay.
That involved teal liquid.
Teal liquid.
Allegedly.
So, to that church, right?
Yeah, to the church. We'll go grab Umrig and we'll head to the church.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Yo, I can see the reflection of my eyeball.
I can't.
Come on, Umrig, we're gonna go.
You guys are just running downstairs, just sprinting downstairs.
Not sprinting, they're
You know
walking
what?
down, his
While
skin's
all
walking
of
out,
this
putting
is
his shirt
going
back
on, Umrig, you've been downstairs. You feel like these people, you know, it kind of seemed like they don't want you around. Very heavily seemed like they don't want you around. They made you sit downstairs. They've been up there for like an hour at this point. Like,
Is that a short rest?
sure, sure rest.
What do I even gain?
Health.
I'm gonna take 3 hit die.
I'm already full health though.
Okay.
Nothing bad's gonna happen. I'll just take the short rest though.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I get my bardic inspirations back. Right.
I'm gonna take
All of
mine
them?
and roll 3
Uh-huh.
d10.
Get all of
Damn.
them back.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get
short
my
rest.
key points back.
That was my level 5 buff. Is I get all my shit from the short rest.
What?
What?
Oh, I need to roll this 3 times.
Damn.
Okay.
I got exactly as much as I need to be at full health.
Nice.
That is satisfying.
I mean,
Alright.
so in the
Alright,
middle
I
of your
think that's
conversation, Drell just started meditating.
What?
You have to meditate specifically
Oh
for
my
30
God.
minutes to get your key back.
God damn it.
So just in the middle of the conversation, while he wasn't really participating anyways, in the conversation, he just started meditating on the top bunk.
He got bits and pieces while he was meditating.
Yeah. I mean, he could hear you. He's just not able to like he's got to
He's
concentrate.
Guys,
focused.
no, stop talking about the bad sin.
So what? We're going to the church. What is it again?
Yeah.
Kiri Jolith?
Yeah, that's what it was. Kiri Joel.
I'm like, what are you trying to figure out? So you guys come downstairs. And Umrig, what have you been doing this entire time?
Sitting.
Just sitting there silently?
Yeah, I probably got like a drink of water.
Okay. It's pretty delicious water.
Maybe some food.
Some exotic food. Some food
Oh,
maybe
dude.
directly from the Feywild.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
They have dessert too? Maybe I got dessert.
Sure. Eat a nice Fey pastry.
Let's go.
A Fey pan?
Himself. Jin's gonna walk up to the.
It's actually called pixie cake.
Jin's gonna walk
No.
up to the bartender. Do you know where the church of Kiri Jolith is?
Fairy test.
There's no one at the bar right now. There's a bell though, but not just normal bell. It's like a bell that when you press it, you see that it kind of like goes to
Does
like
it
a set of
audibly
wind
make the
chimes.
sound tink?
No, it goes to a bunch of chimes, like wind chimes.
Jin will. Boom, he'll hit the
And then
bell.
it's like a gentle breeze flew through the chimes, and they're very melodic. It's almost like annoyingly nice. And then
Hey, listen.
I know the type.
full form fairy woman appears. Yes, how can I help you?
We were wondering where the church of Kiri Jolith is.
Where all the other churches are.
Right. Thank you. And Jin
You're
will leave.
welcome.
Got a
Jin will
point.
leave a silver for her time.
She waves her hand over it and it disappears.
We're gonna head back
Isn't
to where all the
silver
other
bad for the
churches are.
Fae?
Would Jin know that?
I mean,
would
are you
like to make
trying
a
to
deal with the
recall
fairies and
randomly when
sell my
putting a
first
coin
one.
down whether or not
Jin
Fae are
wouldn't even. No.
toxic to the silver?
No. Back to the church district, I suppose.
Yeah.
I would like to make a fairy deal and sell my firstborn.
I
Okay.
will.
No, you stepping up to the counter?
No.
Okay.
I do step to the counter and I go, is it
Yes.
possible that you can? Nah, never mind.
Very well.
And I walk away. I was like, never mind.
What a shame. I can do a lot of things. Disappears.
Imagine. I think she can.
I mean, we're staying there for the night, so we can do it later.
She's
You can
gone
ask.
now.
Or maybe
Might pick her
Kiri
up
Jolis
on
will
that
do
offer.
it for forfeiting.
You guys headed to the Church of Kiri Jolith?
Yes, we are.
Brig, you going with them?
Yeah.
They all
Remember,
come
it gives Zio
downstairs.
time.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys head out and go try to confront those of the Church of Kiri Jolith, we are going to take a break. 12
Thought
minutes.
You read my mind.
Let's go.
12 minutes, 7:50.
All
And
right.
we'll be back. Badoop badoop badoop
Peace.
badoop 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 badoop
Some
badoop
ramen.
badoop 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 badoop. I gotta switch this over to a different camera. Boop. Whoop. We back. Okay, we're a minute early, but it's fine.
Oh my god.
So you guys are heading to the Church of Kiri Jolith, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation check from whoever's going to be leading the way, trying to find the Church of Kiri Jolith.
That's a 10.
Okay. One other person can do one roll, or you can roll with advantage.
I give Ben advantage.
Oh yeah.
Go Ben.
Okay,
Let's
21.
go.
21
That's
real
right.
easy because you see a bunch of people start sort of heading in the direction of one specific building, which kind of seems more like its own little coliseum than it does a temple. And people are like flooding in. And what you kind of gather as you guys start walking in that direction and listening to different people's voices and what they're saying to each other, you guys kind of realize, like, yo, does the Church of Kiri Jolith put on like gladiatorial fistfight competitions every night? And that's kind of what's going on. These people train and make it a show. And that's kind of how they gather donations for their church. So
These
you end up
guys
finding...
aren't gonna let us surrender.
We'll see. So you guys find the Church of Kiri Jolith. You can flood in with everyone else. You hear a raucous crowd just like cheering and screaming, and then ooh, ah, ooh, like when people are getting the shit beat out of them.
We should be a little discreet about sneaking through here. That way, we don't raise any suspicion.
Right. I agree.
He agrees.
I guess we should
I
look
would
for
like to use
whoever's
major
in charge.
image. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have access.
We should probably look for someone who's in charge here, and talk to them
All right.
privately.
How do we
How do we
go
even
about
do that?
finding them?
What is it?
That's a good fucking
They're
question.
fighting. Like, what if the most important person is in a ring?
I would like to look for the person collecting the money.
I mean, another thing.
I
too is
mean,
that in a crowd like this.
Continue,
Anti-normal
Philian.
might be the best option as opposed to looking like we're sneaking about.
That is true. I mean, everyone's drawn into the center of the fight.
So you guys are trying to sneak around, but also look for the person who's collecting money from people?
No, we're not trying to sneak around. I think we're just trying to blend in with the crowd.
Easy enough. Well, besides Valxis. Kind of being all the only
Valxis.
blue teeth thing here with giant fucking wings and bright green
Well,
clothing is not...
We either try and find them or make ourselves noticeable, and then they find us.
Oh, you guys see them. Two of them are fist fighting in the center of this ring. They're in like what's like some sort of sand pit. You see the Minotaur like fucking holding on to this real fucking buff orc man, and they're both just like throwing each other around, throwing the most vicious punches you've ever seen. One of them, the orc man, looks real deft, like he's fucking like finding certain, you know, movements, while the Minotaur is just all brute and brawn and just smashing into shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Now this
we would
seems
lose
more
against
like
them.
Jin's place.
This
This-
seems like my place.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Looking at them now, I'm alright with not fighting.
Can we approach the others that aren't fighting, I guess?
What others like, or
You-
who are you
said
looking
that
for?
We could see the people that were like.
Well, I
looking
mean,
for-
people are fucking fighting. Like you can't easily distinguish
is
who is of the
everyone
church.
fighting?
No, you just can't easily distinguish who is of the church in this crowd of 100+ people.
Maybe we should just wait until they're like done.
Yeah, we'll just talk to the winner at the end of
Wait and observe.
Okay, you guys sit in the crowd with everybody else, and you watch as this orc actually holds his own against a fucking minotaur for a while. it's a situation where like he'll get fucking clocked, get back up and like realign his jaw, and then just like deftly like punch, like whatever. And the Minotaur's reactive to it. At one point, the Minotaur like gets locked up and gets hit a bunch of times before like relaxing and then just smashing the orc into the ground. Eventually, the Minotaur does win the fight and stands there, and everyone cheers, and he helps up the orc, pats him on the back, and they sort of head off in a direction, sort of away, and people are like passing money to each other as clearly they were making bets on who was going to win, and slowly start filing their way out, and you guys stay in the crowd.
All right,
Should we try and follow?
Minotaur wherever he goes back? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Casual
We
pace or try and this time?
Casual pace, and then try to talk to him as once we see an opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the rest of everybody else is at.
Yeah.
So I guess Philion and Jin will try and
Yeah.
follow and
they can
tail
try to-
the two people that fought in the ring.
Sure, you guys, are you trying to be sneaky, or are you trying to like just
Just
go up to
casual,
them?
like walk up to them. Like
Okay.
just casually walk up to them.
You walk up to them as they're like one of them. You see there's some sort of cleric of some sort who is waving his hand, and it's like it's if you were using an ice spell but it was less extreme, some sort of cantrip that is like cooling
to chill
the
something,
yeah, to chill. And he's like, it's kind of like one of those cold sprays. He's like sort of like running it along their muscles while also like healing wounds and bruises and things. You guys walk up to both of them.
Nice fight. That was really impressive.
The orc looks over and like kind of grinds his jaw. Thank you. Appreciated. We try our best. It's not always supposed to be a show, but I swear to God I'll fucking beat him someday. Cracks his neck, just like...
So,
Do you happen to know who's in charge around here?
Points over at the Minotaur. The one who wins.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They're like right next to each other.
Oh,
so
they're
there's
right
no,
next to
yeah,
each
they're
other.
like, they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
like,
So what you said is like over there. It's not like
no,
right
no,
here.
just point,
Yeah.
just points at him and is like
Okay.
him.
Right.
The Minotaur
Jin does
kind
that
of
thing
like,
where his hands are in his pocket and he kind of rocks forward and backwards.
yeah, the Minotaur looks up at you guys and then like blows like steam out of his nose, you know?
So we're with
We're not. Don't, Jin. We're not with it. We're not with the church. That's not even. Let's not even.
We're in the tournament.
Not with who?
The church of.
I saw you fight.
Right. That's what we came here to talk about.
Fighting's tomorrow.
Well, you see, we don't want to actually fight anymore. We kind of want to drop out of the fight. We've come to some new discoveries, revelations, wonderful word, that makes us not want to fight anymore. We want you to lead the town.
We want to forfeit tomorrow's fight.
Who was saying that,
Yeah.
Drell or Umrig?
This is Drell.
Okay.
We want to forfeit tomorrow's fight.
Forfeit?
Yeah.
Why forfeit?
Cause
And he like is like sitting
We
down.
wanna
He
strike up a
stands
deal.
up. He is 8 feet tall and fucking wide. This dude is big.
just looking up, like I'm literally 3 feet under him. Just
Holy
He
cow.
like
see.
stretches out his arms, and you just hear full cracks along his torso as his joints just like his muscles fucking bulge under the sweat.
yeah. I look at him and I go, "You really expect us to like
Shut the fuck up, no.
win against you? Like, you guys are giants."
He pats the orc in the back, and the orc's like, "Fuck."
Valxis, I know you come from a place of power, but it is not politics. We just lost all the leverage we had with bargaining right there. We should just turn around.
I
and just fucking
understand.
embarrass-
You scared. Many scared.
You don't know what you did you? You don't
It's
get into these situations
okay.
often, do you, Valxis? This is bad. We
He
fucked up.
he
I did
looks
fuck up.
over
You
at
are-
the
you
he
fucking
looks
right
over at
with
the
that.
orc whose
You
massive
should
fucking hand he's still on, and he
Look at
goes,
you and I go,
"We win. No fight tomorrow mean more fight tonight." And he's like, "No, big guy, I can't go again tonight.
Fuck.
Just celebrate.
right.
We'll fucking oh fuck." And he's
So
like,
we wanted to. We're not forfeiting because we think we'll lose to you. We're forfeiting because
we have other
Tournament served
obligations.
an
We
end
don't
to
want
our
to
meat.
win.
We don't
no,
want
shut
to
the
win.
fuck up.
No.
You guys haven't been in this situation before.
The orc-
Let me get us out of this.
the
Let me
orc
get
looks
us out
up,
of
the
this.
orc looks up at you guys and goes, "You guys don't really have like a the same."
Look, okay.
You guys just
so-
said 5 different things as to why you're quitting.
Alright.
Listen, if you gotta quit, you gotta quit. Whatever.
So the whole reason we joined the tournament was because we needed services that possibly a church could provide, and we didn't really know how we could go about that. We probably should have just asked a church, but instead we were like, "Oh, there's this tournament that takes, would rule this. Whoever wins rules the city."
Axis. I don't. think
Who
we need to-
cares at this point what we
He's
say?
right. Yeah,
We'll
it doesn't
need to
matter.
It doesn't
justify
matter.
ourselves.
It does not matter. Anyway, we have an ailment that is hurting. that we have an ailment that we kind of need help with. Now, we came here to strike up a deal that we forfeit, and you help us with what we need to procure. Once you have become the power of the city. Now, I sort of, showed my hand already, so that is where we are starting at. Now, the reason we come to you is because you are going to be the next rulers of the city. So, all we really want is we just want a file on we want to know information on our friend. That's really our biggest deal that we want, that the head of the city has access to.
You see the orc and the minotaur look at each other, and the minotaur looks back at you. Bird with no feathers is scared. And he just like walks off, and the orc sits there and is like,
Before
"I'm sorry." He doesn't understand. Okay, first of all, you kind of presented this like you were quitting because you were afraid, and now you're presenting it as if you're trying to strike a deal like, if we don't do it, you guys are going to kick our ass in the fight. Like you're
that's
presenting it from
true.
a position of
Right.
thinking you're going to win. We saw your last fight.
It was brutal.
You guys almost lost.
Right.
We fucking wiped the floor with the Church of Saloon last year. Granted, they didn't have that little fucking pew-pew fuck, but... What the fuck's the ailment? What are you all sick?
Well,
You all dying?
originally, our ailment was
Kind
was
of.
life threatening, but now it's no big deal. But now what
What is it?
It's a
Alright,
loaded
I mean, is it
question,
cool?
if you
I mean,
really
I'll
want to
share. I don't
know.
give a fuck.
I mean,
He's
if
a
we're gonna
winter
be
light. Our
fucking
friend is
doing some
comatose.
shit, if you guys are gonna fucking formally forfeit in the fucking ring neck tomorrow, like,
So we
you're not allowed to just forfeit here. Like, you're gonna have to go into the ring and properly and officially surrender if this is legitimate. And if you guys try to double cross us, we will fucking slaughter you in that fight.
We won't double cross you. Like we will. We
our
already know. you're
ailment
going to
originally
slaughter.
was we had a run-in with.
I'm sorry, is the
an
little pale boy
organization-
laughing? And he points at Aphelion.
Why are you laughing?
What, dude?
Do you not
It's
think
a
that that
little
dude
funny.
couldn't crush you? Let me
Oh,
let
no,
me
he
let you in
very-
on a little
he very
secret.
well could.
We haven't used this yet, but that dude's got a fucking pet mammoth,
What?
and he's bringing it into the fight tomorrow.
Oh god, fuck
What?
off.
What?
He could ride that thing if he wants to. You ever fight a minotaur on a mammoth?
That big motherfucker can ride something?
Have you seen the size of a mammoth?
No.
They're fucking huge.
Jesus. Okay, well, I'll explain.
What's the ailment?
We had a run-in with
Okay.
an organization.
Right.
They, lack of better terms, they are stealing children and moving them up somewhere.
Stealing children, like
Yes. Like
Kidnapping.
kids
Yeah.
who
okay,
are underprivileged or don't have the best life and
right.
taking them away in their own
Without
possession.
permission, without permission from their parents.
Mhm.
Okay.
We had a run-in with them. We tried stopping their organization. They
Marked us.
marked us by sparking up a deal with God, please, someone tell me the god.
Oh, the snake god.
Dendar. Yep,
Endar.
Yeah.
Dendar. In our dreams, and when we defeated the snakes, it marked us here. And Jin points. These are curse marks. At first, we thought they were a real issue in the sense that when we saw them before, every time we killed somebody, it would immolate and it would explode, and they would die. Right. However,
But we found
it
out
seems
that's
like
not
it's
the
our
case. Yeah, because I died, and I'm still okay.
And his mark is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Jin,
I
make
mean,
a persuasion check.
It can be a disadvantage. It's fine. I
No,
understand.
it's just a persuasion check.
Okay, I have a -1, guys. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry I had to lay it down like that, is what I meant. Sorry I had to do it to him.
He goes, what a bunch of crazy motherfuckers.
It gets worse.
You get a little mark on your face and decide that you're gonna threaten your own lives in a battle for city supremacy.
Look, we were
In order to save children being
You
kidnapped,
guys are
yes.
fucking wild.
We live a life of extremities. There is no middle area with us.
So what? You guys go into the ring tomorrow, forfeit formally, and then what? You want us to remove those little baby marks?
Well, I was.
If
What
you
were you-
can, but what we mostly care about is our friend and getting information on him.
See, our friend,
What do you
there.
mean? That's
put
totally
the ban-
different from why you've said you're forfeiting. Now I'm confused.
No, that was the original plan.
Right.
But then we realized that the marks
right.
are more just tracking devices. At least that's what our theory is.
Okay.
No, we would like to get them removed, but we figured, that's
Tall
could-
ass.
all ass.
So what is okay? You're still on the mark thing. What does this have to do with like learning about your friend?
Our friend here has his memory is fragmented. We don't really know why.
That guy.
I
And he
point to
points
Ben.
over at Ben.
Yep.
You got a fucked up memory, dude.
Hey, well, I gotta be that mean.
More or less.
I'm sorry. Is that mean? You're saying he has a fragmented memory. I mean, you're saying his memory's fucked.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
Not being mean. I'm just
yeah.
asking a question.
yeah.
No, hold on. I want to hear him speak.
I said more or less.
More or less. You think we
Anyway.
can like restore memories?
No,
Okay, so you're not looking for memory restoration. Okay,
No.
we're on the same page still.
Yeah.
Right.
however, the current pontifex,
Okay. Raidguard. Yeah. Good guy.
yes, from what we know, at least people who sit on the council
Okay.
have information about our friend Ben.
Right.
We want that information.
So
Just a little bit. Yeah, like as much as you could offer, we would take anything.
okay. So just to be clear, and don't interrupt me. Just to be clear,
Mhm.
you've walked in here,
Mhm.
sort of cowered before us. Said you're quitting. You're forfeiting. Can't do it.
Mhm.
Stepping out of the fight. Didn't really explain why. Stepping out
Yep.
of the fight. You're gonna show up tomorrow and forfeit, which means we
Yeah.
win.
Yep.
And in return, because you think this is like a courtesy thing, you want us to go against the wishes of the rest of the Dithronian Council to give you information that they've been withholding from you this entire time, as well as remove baby marks from your faces and bodies.
The curses, I mean, No.
If you want to, that's nice, but we don't.
If you want to, we don't need the curse. We don't need the curses removed.
So you want the marks to stay, but you want me to
What?
give up Dithronian Council information to you guys. Because the mark part's not the hard part. The hard part's revealing council information to you guys that the old Pontifex is keeping secret.
I'd like to use unsettling presence
Okay.
Oh my god.
and say, "Is
Hey.
that a problem?"
Problem.
Is this just it's not is it automatic or does he have a save?
Automatic. 15 feet.
Okay. He doesn't even look at you. He goes, "Of course it's a problem. Guy that's memory's messed up or whatever."
Well, if it
And he like looks off to his right, like he's just not looking at you. And then Aphelion, you hear him mumble, "Creepy motherfucker."
I mean, everyone knows he's the benevolent one, so we're trying to help him.
Fucking
Name drop
staring
me.
daggers at me right now.
There is no name dropping, Ben. Everyone fucking knows you wherever we go. If anything, the only person who's name dropped.
I didn't know who he was, and I can't even confirm it because I don't want to look at him.
It's not that bad to look at. Just look at him.
I can't look at him.
Look at.
I can't
The
look at it.
person is right there.
Nope.
He's speaking to you like.
I understand. That man's got fucking soulless eyes. That's all I'm saying. Whatever that means, I don't know. I'm. He's just like looking around, just trying to find anywhere to look that isn't it Ben.
Abrasively ask, "What the fuck?" So you're the issue. So.
What are you asking?
No,
Abrasively?
it's just
Oh.
like, me thinking out loud that like this orc guy just abrasively asked, "So that's your fucking issue with Ben's memory," and then just can't even look him straight in the eye.
Uh-huh.
I just find that funny.
So, the only thing you want is for me to break the vows of the Pontifex of the Dithronian Council
If it
to give you secret information. We need to clean our ceilings.
on topic.
Well, you can at
on
least
topic-
look
Sorry,
at us.
uh,
Ben, look away then. Ben, look away.
How long does it last? It just goes. There's no.
Target has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes within the next minute. So, minute.
Okay. So that minute at this point would go by, and he kind of like shakes it off. You guys are asking a lot for people quitting.
we
Like,
Forfeit.
what do we actually get out of this? Because you're telling a group of people who like fighting that you're not gonna fight, and to also give you things. I'm not saying I'm not like at least intrigued, but there are others here that'll want to fight you,
well,
and they'll accept your surrender, but they won't want to like
give us anything. That's
do
fair.
what you want. You know.
We could
say we
offer
do fight you.
services.
He looks
As
at you, real confused.
Not those kind of services. I meant like
Also,
going
we
out
do-
and getting things. Like, we're the adventuring type. We're adventurers. Like, we do that. That's what we do.
For the information or for the tattoo
like
thing?
a trade. No, the information. I mean, we can also strike up a bargain.
I mean, it
as
depends
in-
on what the information is.
I mean, that's again. Once
Also,
you
it
are
also
in the-
depends how quickly we're gonna learn it.
Exactly. I mean, that's fair. This is the whole thing about bargaining is we have no idea. And all we're asking is that you either figure out this information and then you can set a price point for it, or we can do something to help out the church or whatever.
I don't know the value of the information to give you something to do. Like,
What
you're
do you value
asking me
highly
to
that
like
we
give
could-
you some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of like
I-
fetch quest, and in return I could possibly like, I don't know, get assassinated by the Dithronian Council. Like, you know what I mean?
It's fair. I mean, okay,
Fair.
so what do you value?
Because
highly
what do
that
you
we
mean?
could
Like,
offer in
you
return?
just want information on this dude's memories? Like, what am I?
Well, we want to know what.
We want to know what the Dithronian kingdom knows about him.
Other than the
Okay,
folklore.
so to wrap this up, you're gonna surrender tomorrow in front of everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and then I become the Pontifex and need to gather all the information on
The benevolent one.
the benevolent one.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to gather the information. It seems like it's already been gathered.
I'm sorry. Do you think they just have like a folder on people?
It's the way the Pontifex
well, that's what we
worded
were
it seemed like.
Okay, well, if there's a folder on the benevolent one, you want me to gather that information and then give it to you because you gave up. Or for some, like, fetch quest or whatever. Like, what if this dude, like, what is so interesting about you, guy, that, like, they'd be hiding it from you anyways?
Because
don't
they're
know.
afraid of me.
Why? Because the
They give you a
benevolent one
why.
kind of sounds like a name of someone who's real nice guy.
That's what they want you to think.
Roll a deception check? Or
Jin looks back like,
what?
He looks back at you like, the fuck the Dithronian Council gonna be afraid of one dude? Like, what? Like, and you're, like, forfeiting? If you've done something that's made the whole council afraid, you should be able to wipe the floor with us in, like, 2 seconds.
That's why we're forfeiting.
I'm not gonna lie, man, you look a little pudgy around the gills.
You're insulting him?
He's absolutely insulting Ben. He doesn't believe you. He passed his insight
Yeah.
check.
I'm trying to decide if I want to use a cantrip.
Is there anything we can offer you that would make this deal fair for you on your end?
I don't know because I don't know how valuable this
Right.
information is yet. Like, what if this dude that you guys are with that you want information on, like, what if he's like a mass murderer or some shit? Like, what if he wiped out a whole civilization and, like, the council's been, like, keeping an eye on him or some shit? Like, then I'm, like, making a deal with a serial killer?
That's fair.
well, no, you'd be making a deal with.
People
It'd be
traveling
a-
with a
it'd be a-
serial
Oh,
killer.
serial killer, yeah,
It'd
pretty
be a
much, yeah,
warmonger at that point.
I'd
Guilty
be a
by
warmonger or
association.
you'd be a warmonger?
Me.
So now I'd have to go to war. Yeah. First day is Pontifex. Go to war, baby.
Isn't that what you want?
No. Not if it's not for a good cause.
And what is a good call?
Anything that's morally right under the name of Kiri Jolith.
And what's
What does
morally
Kiri
right under the
Jolis
Kiri
deem
Jolis?
morally right?
A bunch of stuff.
Wait,
Fighting
pretty
against
racist
evil. Fighting against, kidnappers. That's
What
pretty.
if the
What
Dithronian
defines evil?
kingdom was evil?
If the Dithronian what?
Kingdom was evil.
The whole kingdom?
The council.
Do you think the
Me, the
Pontifex is
benevolent
evil?
one. Not the
whole
Pontifex
council.
in particular.
Are you fighting the Dithronian Council?
No.
No, tell me this.
No.
Why would someone named
Ben,
the benevolent
Ben.
one be withhold information?
Why would someone
the-
called the benevolent one
kingdom.
come in here telling me that everyone's fucking afraid of you? You're
Wow,
really not
they're
helping
afraid
your
of me.
case
Look.
here.
Well, we do have a suspicion.
I need to find out
Maybe
how
it's
valuable
something-
the information is first, and that's something you guys are gonna have to deal with.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I'm okay with that.
So, get ready to forfeit tomorrow. Full surrender.
Yep.
Lame. Okay. See you tomorrow. And he gets up, stretches a little bit, and then just starts walking away.
As soon as he's on the edge of the 60 feet, I'll mind sliver him.
Thank you.
What's the save? He rolled a 15 on the die, and he's got a
Intelligence?
+2. So I don't know what your number is.
An intelligence?
What's the save? What's the number?
16?
Okay, he rolled a 17. He stops, turns around.
I'm already turned around. You rolled a natural 20 perception.
Not perception. He knows
Insight.
that you cast a spell on him. That's automatic. He rolled a natural 20 after using Step of the Wind and getting right up next to you to fucking clock you. And that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a...
Oh no, it's stunning strike on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Okay. You get fucking clocked in the face.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jin will catch him as he's falling over.
He looks down at you and fucking like gets into a stance, and his muscles are literally like pulsing.
Okay.
And he goes,
Okay.
Are we doing this?
he goes,
Nope.
He
No.
looks
We're
down at
not
Ben and
doing
goes, he looks down at
anything.
Ben and goes, don't fucking try that again.
Jin looks down at Ben. What did you do?
And he turns and walks away.
What did you do? Jin let goes of Ben then if he's holding him. Or if you're not gonna fucking tell me, then fuck you. Fucking asshole. We fucking stick our
Well-
necks out like that and look like fucking...
1
lose-
second.
goes our bargaining
chip.
Hold on.
Yeah, great, we double crossed him. Awesome.
Hold on. It's verbal. You guys heard Ben right next to you cast a spell towards that guy.
Tight.
It's a verbal spell. He didn't like
Why would you
use
do
subtle
that,
spell or
Ben?
anything, so he tried casting a spell on the guy.
What the fuck is your deal? We just stuck our fucking necks out for you. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, you are a fucking liability. Yeah, no, you are a fucking liability. And Jin lets him go. Real fucking cool. Real fucking cool.
I hold the hand out to Ben.
Well, tomorrow we forfeit, and tomorrow we leave the city. And we figure out what we do from there.
Yeah.
Why do we even have
Since
to go
we're-
into the ring if they don't even want to help us out?
They still could have took our fucking marks off. They had no problem with that. They were
You can
trying
ask
to fucking
anyone to
explain-
take your marks off.
This guy also,
You
to be
just haven't.
clear, literally didn't say that he wasn't going to be sticking with the deal.
Right.
You just cast a spell on him so he fucking hate you. But he also could renege on it. Who knows?
Right. Well,
I'm not trying to like sway you guys in a certain way. I'm just kind of confused as a DM why your immediate reaction is, well, he's not going to fucking help us. Let's attack him. Are we doing this? It's like, no, he said it depends on how valuable the information is and then walked away.
yeah. Here's the deal.
Yeah, he didn't say no. He didn't say yes. We were just kind of at the...
Well, my plan was all right. We were gonna wait. We were gonna
Yeah.
let him win. Tomorrow we leave now. So
Yeah, dude, we were gonna get our 5 rounds and hit
What's
up.
Umrig doing during all this? Because he's there. Because Drell was talking. Umrig's just kind of in the back, huh?
Yeah, Umrig's just kind of observing.
Okay.
He's got stuff on his mind.
Make a perception check, Umrig.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
That ring's starting to get real warm.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
Hmm?
That's great.
Just letting you know.
That's great.
Where you guys going?
It's not great.
I'm gonna go stop by the infirmary and go check on Opal, see how she's doing. But you guys want me to catch you guys later, or
I'll tag along with you.
cool?
I
We'll be
won't.
fine.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see the current pontifex. That's where I'm gonna go.
Okay.
And talk to him for a little bit. See if
Yeah.
I can get an audience.
Meet
not-
back at the current inn we're at now.
Oh, I mean, we're all sleeping there, are we not? I paid
Don't
for the
know if I
room.
want to sleep in the same fucking room as him.
I mean, there's
I cannot believe he just did that shit.
there's still, rooms at my hotel, says Umrig.
Dude, it's crazy
Honestly,
how
it
much how
doesn't sound
quickly
that
you guys
bad.
turn on each other. It's so funny.
He's very fast.
Ben's gonna put up his hood and start walking towards the main entrance of the town.
Okay.
I'll follow Ben.
Okay.
Right.
This is
Oh.
gonna go great.
This is gonna
Yeah,
go
split
fantastic.
the party. Let's do this.
Drell, where are you going?
It's the 4th time we did it in this city.
Drell's going with Jin.
To the infirmary? Umrig, where are you going?
To the beaten down inn.
Okay. So to clarify what we have here, Jin and Drell are going to the infirmary in the main arena to go check on Opal. Valxis is going solo to Pontifex Raidgarn at the Temple of Cord.
Yes.
Ben has walked off towards the main entrance of the entire city, and Aphelion is following shortly behind. And Umrig is over at the shitty tavern by himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nailed it.
Valxis
Sorry.
first. Valxis,
Fuck, why do I have to go
You
first?
get to the Temple
go,
of
Valxis.
Cord. You get to the Temple of Cord. It's at this point 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. Sun's has set already at this point. It's dark, but you can still hear the low rumbles of the thunder inside this building and the lightning as it kind of shrieks out of the window panes.
I go in.
You know that the Pontifex's office is in the back room, but he's not back there,
Mhm.
actually. He's currently meditating in front of an altar to Cord, which shows a man built in cloud.
I'll go and is there like chairs nearby? Or like pews?
Yeah, I mean, there's benches that you can move
Yeah.
and slide and do whatever you want with.
I'll sort of just sit on a bench behind him.
Okay.
Or maybe just out of sight of him. I'll basically wait for him to be done meditating.
About 5 minutes in, you see him open an eye and go, "Well, are you going to talk or just sit there and
Perhaps.
watch me?
Gonna let you finish.
My meditation can take all night. So, what is it? You come alone?"
Yeah. We're just wanted to update you. We're probably forfeiting tomorrow in the arena.
Interesting. I would have liked to see a fight between you and those of Kiri Jolith.
Yeah, and watch them decimate us? Yeah, alright.
Ah, well, you have tricks up your sleeve. I thought the Church of Saloon was going to beat you. That jesteth. They brought him in specifically for this purpose. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
I heard that Kiri Jolith has a mammoth. I'm
Yeah,
just
they-
glad I'm not participating this year.
Yeah, they're apparently going to, if we were to fight, we're going to use it tomorrow.
Oh, I
we've
bet.
We've already told them that we're not going to.
Oh,
so-
I bet. Yeah, well, you're going to have to make a scene of it. You can't just surrender behind the scenes and disappear overnight.
Oh, no, I know. We've already, that is the plan. We're going to walk into the arena, surrender, and probably leave afterwards.
Leave. What
Yeah.
happened to getting the marks off your bodies?
Plans fell through.
Church
Plus-
of Kiri Jolith not receptive?
Well, they might. Depends on how they're feeling. They didn't
About
say
what?
yes or no. Well, we asked for two things. We asked for other stuff, but
What'd you ask for?
It's not important. Other things that are.
Make a deception check. Only rolled a 9 on the die. That's a 13.
I can't. 13. Okay. I'm 22.
Okay.
Other
If you
things.
say so, I guess.
Bargaining things, see if we could help, or whatever.
Gave them a better offer than you gave me, huh?
Tried to. And so
Why do you feel the need to update me if I'm not going to have this job tomorrow?
because I need to know that after this, people don't think that the Winter Lights are trying to take over the city.
Valid.
Because we're not. I wasn't. The whole point was just to,
I know.
That's the big fear
Which
right
means
now
the
that I have.
council knows. We know you're not
Right.
trying to take over the city.
Good.
He sort of like stares off for a bit. Is there anything else I can help you with, Mr. Winterlight?
Is meditating good for you? Does it help?
It's relaxing. It allows me to think clearly. Because when I'm in a state of meditation, I'm working on bettering my mind and my body, and thus any sort of negative trains of thought are pushed out of the way, those that might plague a man. When you meditate and you're focusing on dissecting and positively enforcing your thoughts and your mind and your body, it leads to better judgment, especially when it comes to receiving large quantities of information that the council throws at you, and you need to process it and make your own mind up.
Right. I should take that up sometime. Might help a little bit.
Yeah, well, if you guys had won and you entered the council, then I would have suggested it, but I don't know what plagues your mind. So, Lord knows you plague mine. Hey, not just you. You travel with an interesting bunch.
Speaking of the people I travel with, how do you know Opal? Why is the council so obsessed with her? You're not the first council member to talk alone with her.
He's sort of, and this is a large Goliath man. Like this is, or sorry, Earth Genasi, my bad. This guy, it's kind of hard to read emotions on his face because he doesn't have like the normal facial structure of a person. But if he had a brow, he'd be furrowing it. Make a persuasion check.
$21.
He nods his head a little bit. Seeing as how I'm losing my job tomorrow, no harm, I guess. She was hired by the council, personally, to find out what your intentions are in the kingdom. It's been roughly 4 centuries since a Winterlight's been here. The last one that was here left to start his own empire. So, find out that one of his distant children's nephews is entering the country first time in so long. There was question as to whether or not this performer was some sort of guise, and we hired someone who could
Track me down.
not track you down infiltrate and learn without causing a disturbance. Yeah, she kept a close eye on you until Mist all fucked up.
Right.
And now I hear she's in a coma. So clearly
Yes.
that's going well for the council, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully
Well-
you don't take that sort of thing personally. It's just a matter of...
It was a hunch. I already knew.
It's just she doesn't have the intent to hurt. Her mission
Okay.
directive is not to kill you. Granted, unless you try to do something god-awful in the kingdom, then she's been ordered to slit your throat. But, it's only
Yeah,
if you were
like
to...
that wouldn't start a war between the
No,
empires.
it would. It would, but you'd be the one starting the war, not her.
It's true. I'd be throwing the first punch. It's
Mhm.
understandable.
And we'd be throwing the first blow.
Yes.
The first killing blow.
All right. I
So-
now know where I stand.
Yeah, but from what I'm hearing,
I just want to write songs.
she took kind of a liking to you. Not in like a weird way. I'm just saying, like, I mean,
I figured she has not taken her eyes off of me since we've partied together.
but that's part of it. That's part of her job. She's supposed to be relaying information on your intentions in the kingdom, and she has been. But your intentions make no sense, so it's kind of been counterproductive. You come out here saying you want to perform, and then that you want to write songs, and then you're saving our children and fighting in tournaments to take over cities by religious means and fighting underground crime organizations. And let's just say when we set her on you, we were kind of just making sure that she was going to be, secretly at every performance until you left. That did not end up being the case.
Right.
So, she's
Well-
doing her job. And doing it well. Obviously, you all had your suspicions. I mean, again, Mist all fucked up.
Yeah, it's...
And now she's in a fucking coma. What are we going to tell her parents?
I don't know. It's not my job. It's the council's job.
It's not my job as of tomorrow.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well-
If there's nothing else I can do for you, have a good night, Mr. Winterlight.
You too. You too.
He turns back and goes into a meditation, and you hear like a roll over the room. Umrig, what are you doing when you get back to the shitty tavern?
I'm gonna twist the ring a little bit. Play with it on my finger. Cause it's kind of hot, dude.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take it off and put it on like a dresser or something.
You can't take it off.
Oh God.
You spin it in your finger, and it spins smooth. But as soon as you try to pull it off, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh God. Oh gee. Oh God.
This
You,
just in, local tavern erupts in flames.
You stare at the ring for a second. And suddenly your brain is filled with the sound of fire and the screams of the people of Roost. So many people. And you keep spinning the ring in your hand. And suddenly it's like you're there again. In that tavern, broom in hand, people running out the door in fear. You know there's children, families. And here you are hiding behind a bar, trying to save yourself from it all. And that fire sound gets louder, glass in the windows of the tavern shatter around you as the fire starts licking inside the building. But it doesn't come in. You were weirdly protected, and you don't know whether or not you deserved it. The people around you as of the last couple days are starting to make you think you didn't. And you zone out. And any thought of taking off the ring, you're completely lost in that mindset. Jin and Drell. Going to... What's up?
Jesus Christ! The way the line delivery of that was just so good. And,
You're just gonna cut this
your
scene
life's
to-
fucking sad. And Jin and Drill, what are you guys? up
Yeah,
to?
Jin and Drell, you guys make your way to the arena. And you guys go inside. You're led in by a few of the clerics of Cord who are sort of finishing up their last days as city clerics. And you see that there's some that are keeping watch over Opal. She's not being like immediately tended to.
Mhm.
But you guys walk into the room.
Has she shown any signs of any recovery at all, or just been like this similar state all day?
Well, there was sort of a night terror that we think she was going through for a while, and it's not often that catfolk sweat, but her fur was dampened, though when we inspected it, it wasn't sweat. It was some sort of seawater. More like lake water. Murky, gross. But we cleaned it up. We dried her off.
Like dark in color?
In some places. But that also could have been the dirt from the ground and her fur mixing with the water, and I don't know, it was a whole thing. She was thrashing a little bit, but she's since calmed down. Her breathing is steady, and we could hope that in the coming days she'll recover.
In the coming day? Tomorrow, or?
Days? I can't predict exactly when she's going to wake up, but she's fine. She's a tincture of health at this point.
Are we able to, like,
Move
put her in,
her?
like, a cot? Yeah, move her.
I mean, if you'd like, she's already in a bed.
Oh, that's great. Great,
No,
great,
as
great.
in like travel with.
I'm sorry, you want to take a comatose patient along with you where exactly?
We don't know, but, like, we're
We don't
definitely
know,
going
but
to
we
leave the
can't
city
stay here.
tomorrow. Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow.
You see as he, is really trying to understand how anyone could think taking someone in a coma out of the city is a good idea.
Hear me out. I understand it's not a great idea, but, like, she is a part of our adventuring party, so, like, we would like to leave with her and not,
So
like, a
you
no
want her
saying.
adventuring in a comatose state?
No, she's not going to be doing much adventuring. We're going to be adventuring with her in tow. Not laughing at character.
I gotta bring it back together. I know this is
You
really
look.
hard
You
not
see the
to
cleric.
laugh.
You see the cleric look at Drell and look at Jin, because now both of you have said almost the exact same thing, and just go, "I'm sorry, but I don't think I can advise that." Although,
Look,
as of tomorrow, it's not my job anymore, so that's between you and the clerics of Kiri Jolith, as long as you leave her here tonight. But I, under good conscience, cannot let you drag a comatose patient out of my infirmary to go
That's what we're
adventuring out in the
no,
world.
that's what
But
we're
she
saying.
is
We're
stable,
leaving
though, right?
tomorrow. Yeah, we're
So
leaving
you'll
tomorrow.
take her from the clerics of Kiri Jolith
Is she
Tomorrow,
stable,
yeah.
in a totally comatose state.
Yeah, but she's doing fine, right?
She's stable, right?
I don't know if she's stable enough to be in adventures while unconscious.
Well, we have, like, a wagon. She's gonna, like...
We don't
what do you
have a
think? We're gonna,
wagon.
like...
We
don't
do
have
not
a
have a
wagon.
wagon.
Oh, shut the
Bro, we
fuck
got
up.
teleported here.
Oh, shit, that's right.
You got teleported here?
I forgot about that. I paid a lot of money.
Are you teleporting out with a comatose body?
No, we're probably gonna, like, just go on foot from here.
Okay.
So, like, we'll get a wagon.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, we don't sell wagons in the city, but sure.
We can't afford a wagon. We have to walk. You know that.
God damn.
I'm
Wait.
so unbelievably baffled by the fact that two individuals are coming in here telling me that they want to take a comatose patient out adventuring into the world.
It's
Yeah,
not that we want to take her adventuring. We
want to take her
we
with
as a
us.
group have to leave the city. There's been
You
an
have
issue.
to leave? Okay.
We have to leave.
Like, we don't want to, like...
Oh,
It's
Lord.
not about we're
here.
gonna go take her into a dungeon or fight a dragon
Or, like,
anything of that
go
sort.
seek out some skeletons.
He
like...
as you guys are saying all of this, he's listening to you as he walks over to where like one of the areas that you can pull a curtain across, like one of the beds is, and he takes out a dagger and cuts a piece of cloth, like a long piece of cloth, and he walks over to you two and then goes behind you to the door, ties the blindfold around his head and goes, "I didn't see anything," and opens the door and walks out and bumps into a wall outside, and you hear him go, "Ah, shit! Nothing going on down here," and he walks away.
So wait, are we gonna take her?
You guys are in the room alone with her.
I mean, like, I didn't think like we were gonna take her now. Like, I thought like we were gonna take her tomorrow.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, now we have to take her, right?
No, we don't have to. It's not about abandoning her, but can we, even with good
Did you put your shirt back on?
No, Jin has probably been walking around with his shirt half undone all day.
Okay.
Holy fuck, bro!
Yeah.
Way to break the flow.
Sorry.
It's not like we can't leave her here because whatever's following us could hurt her too. However, we take her out into the fucking open, she could also get hurt there too. And if Ben is right that
So
whatever the fuck that is following him, then we should
listen.
We shouldn't be around her when she's in this fucking state. She's vulnerable.
You want to flip
it's
the
also
coin
a fucking
over?
angle for them to work over on us if the person who's trying to get Ben captures Opal, and then it's leverage.
So like, do we want to like leave her like Oh jeez, dude, I'm not good at writing notes. You know me, like I can't get to like the point of things.
What is the note? What are you trying to say?
Where would we even say we go?
Leave her where?
Oh jeez.
Is it a place?
So we have to take her. Like, how would she know where to find us?
The best thing we could do is send her back to Lightborn. If we don't want to take her, but this is also
who will teleport her?
I don't know, maybe the city can help her. I mean, she works with the fucking council. This is fucked, dude. I was the one who
music bot? Hello?
I put her in this fucking state.
Music cut, dude. Wait, how do you know she works for the council?
This is fucked. Like, we got in this huge fight. I struck her, and now she's in a fucking coma. So it's my fault that she's here. But we take her, we put her in more danger. We leave her, we fucking abandon her. All she will fucking remember of us is that I hurt her, and then we fucking abandoned her.
I mean, like, what if, like, I just, like, hang her head out of, like, the pouch of holding?
Drell, you can't be fucking serious right now. I'm serious right now, Drell. You fucking died a moment ago, and then you make it seem like it's no fucking big deal. When it's a big fucking deal, you died. You understand? You fucking died.
I did die.
That is fucking... It's scary.
It is, but, like, honestly, like, what's, like, your...
God, you are fucking ridiculous. I cannot believe you fucking are rationalizing that you dying is okay. I stand
Look,
at the
man,
fucking front
it's
of
not that
every
it's
fucking fight and
okay,
take
but,
everything
like...
on the chin trying to protect everybody, yet you fucking have no fucking whimsical care.
I grabbed Jin by the shoulders, and I'm like, Jin, it's not about, like, whether... when you're dead, you're dead. You don't get a choice about that.
Jesus fucking Christ, you have a fucking place to go save after this. Motherfucker, I promised you that I would go help you.
And we're gonna go do that!
But you don't give a fuck if you die!
No,
So
I do.
What's the point of helping your... Really? You're fucking showing different signs. This is
This
serious,
is when
bro.
Opal
We can't,
rolls over. It's like, can you guys be quiet, please? I'm trying to sleep.
we can't just we can't just abandon her. We have to be responsible about this. We have to do this in the smartest fucking way possible because this is a fucking vulnerable person.
Okay.
We can't. It's not even like let's just hang her out of your fucking fanny pack. This is someone's fucking life we're here with. You get that, right? You get it.
No, I do. It's just like, I don't... How else are we supposed to... Look, if we leave her here, where do we tell her we're going?
We either leave her with a note, or we have to get her sent back to Lightborn, or we stay here a couple more days. And
We
it
can't
has to be
stay
a
here a
fucking
couple days.
entire group decision. We cannot just abandon a person.
Alright, we have till tomorrow. We'll deal with the next shifts of clerks. Give them this whole rundown and plan again.
Okay, we can go meet back up with all of them then.
Because clearly, like, we can't take her now.
No. It would be incredibly fucking dangerous to bring someone who... How would we feed her? How would we give her any water? She needs medical help. This is... No, yeah.
Should I go, like, get the doctor? Like, do you still think he's out there?
It's fine if we leave someone in the hospital. They can't they don't stay in the room all the time.
Alright.
So what are you guys doing?
We're just
They're
gonna
good.
leave. We're
Jin's
just gonna
going
walk
back to
out.
the-
Okay,
where
you
they said
guys
everyone
walk
was gonna be.
out. That doctor is about like these are some long ass hallways. That that doctor's like a 200 feet down, just feeling his way along the wall with the blindfold on, just like you just hear him faintly.
Jin takes his blindfold off as he walks by. Jin takes his blindfold off as he walks by.
No, like
You guys are
we're
going the other
done.
way.
Oh, the other way?
Yeah, the
I-
other way
I
to get
shout-
out, unless you're gonna go chase after him and take the blindfold off.
Jin will go take the blindfold off. So
You
they're
take it
kind
off him and he goes, "No, no, no! I
No,
didn't
not
see
taking it.
anything."
We're done.
Done what?
We're leaving.
We're leaving.
He looks you guys up and down to see if you're carrying a cat with you.
Jin opens up his shirt. There's no cat.
So if I go back in that room, she's going to be there?
Yeah.
Good.
Are
Okay.
you gonna be here tomorrow though, or do we have to re-explain ourselves?
To who?
That's why I'm asking.
Re-explain yourself about what?
Oh my god.
I
you gonna
don't know
be
what you're talking about.
Do you
he's trying
work
to help us
tomorrow?
out. Just don't worry about it. If he
I
hears that
am working until my job is done. And
Wonderful.
I am not
See
in a
you
position...
tomorrow. And
Well,
I
leave the
turn
trigger
I
around
hope
and leave.
not.
I'm sorry
and
for him.
Jesus fucking Christ. Ben and Aphelion. Ben, you threw your hood up and started walking, I'm assuming briskly, towards the main entrance of the city. Are you stopping for anything?
Not really.
Aphelion, are you trying to catch up and stop him or just following at a distance?
I'll be following pretty much on like just behind him, not at a distance. I'm not
Trying to
kill him,
stealth or
just kinda-
anything?
No.
Saying
just trying to
anything?
walk with him.
Okay.
trying to
Ben,
walk-
you know he's behind you. You get about halfway to the front gate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not walking like super fast,
You're just
but
walking. So is he.
Yeah.
But you know he's there. You stopping at all? Or
Keep
you're
on
just gonna
going.
keep going? Keep going. Okay, you guys make it to the front entrance where that bridge is. You guys see two guards, different ones from when you entered the city, standing on one standing on each side of the bridge that heads out of the city. The gate wide open.
what's our view from the gate looking out?
Sand, and in the distance, maybe what seems like trees on a rough horizon, and then way off in the distance, you see the words are escaping me. 1 second. The mountains that correspond with the desert. Checking the most recent map. You guys, what?
I just like the song version.
The barren. You see the mountains of the barren Gritlands. Way off in the distance.
And what continent are we in right now? Or
You guys are
country?
currently still in the
Whatever
Dythonian
it is.
Kingdom. You're
Gotcha.
nearing, like, just a short ways. Like, you guys teleported from Hedron to Pinetai, which was like across the whole country. It would take you guys months to get back to Hedron walking. To the east, about a good week or two is the border into the Battleforged range, and maybe a month travel south gets you into the Kalale coastlands. But you see sand, and then way off in the distance, mountains. Not even way off in the distance. Like, I mean, they're like, it's far. Just right now, though, close proximity, you see sand, dunes, rocks, dead trees, and a walked path. One goes north, one goes south. Are you stopping?
For a second.
Aphelion, are you stopping?
Yeah, I'll stop with him.
Okay.
Your move, Ben.
What's the weather like?
Cold as it gets darker. Wind kicking up sand, but the city is so packed down in more stone than it is sand that outside you can see not like a sandstorm or anything like that, but the wind blowing some brief sand walls. That breeze is cold, but you kind of welcome it. The night sky isn't cloudy. Stars are up. One of 3 moons is sort of in a crescent. Dark red.
Why do you all want to help me?
I don't know. But I think it's something that I want to find out.
Jin is right. I am a liability.
I mean, in the same day, Jin proved himself to be a liability too, so don't take it too hard, especially from him. But you said that this was the group that you've been with the longest. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Even if you may not know it, or you do. But that doesn't matter. Not really. I think we're both looking for something. but you don't get too far by yourself. So, this one's your move. Where do you want to go?
Then we'll take off his cloak of many patches. He's going to walk over to the bridge, edge of the bridge. Kind of stare off the drop off beneath it. Tired, Aphelion.
Tired for what?
Tired of searching. Being lied to. Finding out the truth of what this world really holds and the goals of its people. Motives and desires, carnal urges, none of it makes sense.
But it seems like it made enough sense for you to go out of your way and help so many people. Doesn't have to all make sense, just has to be enough. You know, most of the time I look up to the sky searching for answers. But honestly, it's all just stars. The constellations, it's whatever I believe them to be. It doesn't have to be anything specific, really. I mean, it's not any... There's no lines that are drawn to make the images. I make them myself because I believe in them, and that's what they need to be. And it works. It helps me get through the next week, the next day, the next night. The one thing I do get sad about sometimes when I look up is that for all of us down here, we have something that the sky, of which many people look to, whether it's for guidance, images, constellations, or a purpose from their gods. The one thing that we have down here, being able to walk around, is that we can look up to the sky and admire it for all it's worth. When the sky can't look upon itself. And that's enough for me. I'll walk up to behind Ben and just lay a hand on his shoulder.
The stars see themselves reflection of the ocean, or just an altered version of how the waves make them appear.
suppose so. In all honesty, though, that was pretty funny what you did back there, I think. Probably. He's a guy that seems like a man that needs a correction every now and again. Found them to be a bit arrogant. A little bit.
I'll raise the cloak to his nose and wipe off any blood that's still there. Don't even call the name of the person who gave this to me. Or countless others who offered to patch it and offered bits of their clothing in exchange for work, deeds.
How long have you had this cloak?
Of years.
Long enough to guess if the ones who helped you are passed on?
It's definitely.
I think they're close by. All you can do is carry on with a little piece of them. Even if you may forget them, but you always know that they were there once. I think that's important.
Trying to justify why I shouldn't just throw it away.
Why do you think that you'd want to throw it away?
Feel that. These people, everyone that I've helped build their lives, their cities. It's worth remembering that what's worth remembering them if I can't keep this life.
Maybe it'll just be enough to remember them, at least a part of them.
Kind of grabs it by the hood and lets the wind kind of pick it up
Mm-hmm.
kind of flowing over the
Over the edge of the bridge.
edge.
If you feel like that you're not up to snuff, I think that you should hold on to that. Just to remind you that sometimes you don't always have to owe it to yourself, but to the others that helped you along.
A sigh.
I'll reach into my pack and pull out the last letter that was addressed to Frederick's wife, the man who died underneath Belloc.
Mm-hmm. Cedrock.
Cedrock, right. I carry this in the hopes that perhaps one day I'll find the person who this is owed to. Not for any particular reason, but just for the fact that I don't know. I feel like that I owe them. I owe them that bit of gratitude, and I think they should know. And I think that whoever helped you with this cloak, I think you should keep it. Because it'll let the people know whether they're here to hear it or not, that you kept up your end of the bargain and you remembered them.
Pull it in closer. Kind of put his other arm around it, like pulling it close to his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after all is said and done, I return it back to the man who lent it to me. Whoever may that be.
Do you want the rest of us to be there when you do it?
Well, I can't tell when that'll be. Maybe by then, view would just be a patch. This sea of fabric.
But you'll know it's there, still there. Suppose however long you live in the future, when pine ties just a bit of dust on the ground, when all the walls of Belloc fall down and the mountains are dust. You might just be the last one to remember it all. The story. The history of this world. Its people. That's not something I could ever comprehend, I think, but I'm happy to be along for the ride. If you'll have me. And the rest of us. Jin too, but he probably won't know it until he gets slapped across the face with it.
It isn't. Hopefully, it isn't just my ride. Back.
Hmm?
Say we head back.
Okay.
So where are you guys headed back to?
I think the
The
The Gypsies Lake. Okay. The two of you head back to the Gypsies Lake. Valxis, after your conversation with the Pontifex, where are you going?
I'll go back to the inn.
The Gypsies Lake?
Yep.
Okay. Jin and Drell, leaving Opal behind in the arena. Where are you guys headed?
The Gypsies Lake.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I would say Jin and Drell arrive first. You guys get your food and your drinks. Retire up to the room. Valxis gets there second. Having a brief conversation with the Pontifex. If you want to get drinks and food, it's part of that gold that you guys spent to stay there.
Pays for our meal.
Is there somebody playing in the like tavern part?
There's soft music in the air, but no one playing instruments.
I'll ring the bell on the counter.
She appears, or appears and then grows.
Hi,
Hello.
I just have a question. Where is your music coming from?
Oh, trade secret.
Right.
Why do you not
Right.
like it?
No,
I can turn
was
it
just
off.
no. I was just curious because I'm a bard, and so I didn't see anyone playing.
All it
so I
takes
was...
is a little tweak of the ears. She does that to her ears, like twisting cymbals to her ears, and then suddenly the music just fades out.
What?
Wow. You are.
And all you hear is the soft, just like, it's not a sizzling, but there's a gentle, just ambient noise that the warming, nice smelling mist makes. Just a, you know, like a shh.
Yeah. You are quite immaculate, I gotta say.
Oh, why, thank you.
Welcome.
I do appreciate
Genuine.
compliment.
It's genuine.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Some people take bards as one of those flirts that just say words to get into people's.
I don't know what a bard is.
Insight check.
Sure.
She does it.
Roll your insight.
A 19.
I mean, she doesn't know what a bard is.
Holy
By
fuck.
word, like she's just like, what do you mean?
A musician, a traveling musician, someone who goes around and tells stories and plays music. That's what I do.
Oh,
That's why I was
Okay.
wondering about the music.
right. We don't have one of those.
I gathered that.
Would you like me to turn it back up?
Yeah, you can. I was just curious. About
She
it.
just like her mouth just goes as she fake twists at her ear, and the music just picks back up and is gentle on the air.
Right. Thank you. Just curious. Uh, I go and eat, and then I go upstairs.
Okay. You find Drell and Jin in the room. As you head up, at this point, Ben and Aphelion walk in.
Oh, hey,
Ben is
everyone.
just holding his
His
We're
cloak.
upstairs, Drell.
in his hand.
Yeah, you guys are upstairs. What?
Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys are in the room. Valx is in the room with you, but we'll get there in a second.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Valxis.
Hey, Valxis.
But Ben and
Evening.
Aphelion, you guys walk in. Is there anything you two are trying to do before you generically eat, drink, go upstairs? Although, Ben, you don't have to eat and drink if you don't want to.
Is that on a tab? Because I actually have no money.
It's part of the gold that
Oh, thank
Valx has
God.
handed over for... Yeah.
Because of
You're welcome.
I have so much money.
The
as Drell.
homie hookup.
The
I need
homie hookup.
I fucking need money. You don't understand, guys. I'm very
I
poor
literally
right
am
now.
sitting-
Do you need to know how much money Drell has on his body?
How much money do you have?
112 gold, 463 silver, and 739 copper.
I like how Drell likes to call that his money when we earned half of that hacky sack. It is wild.
Pretty sure that's
Wow.
most of Ben's
It's
money.
our money.
I mean,
But, like-
if it makes you feel better, looking at
Most of Ben's
I
share.
did buy for
looking
most
at
of it.
looking at Opal's character sheet, 7 platinum, 94 gold, 78
What?
silver, 45 copper.
That's fine. It's our money.
It's her money in her pockets in this infirmary right now.
We rob a...
Damn, we should have
Rob a comatose patient? Yeah, no.
How low will
Shut
Jin
up.
get for
So you
for
guys
some
eat and drink
cash?
and go upstairs. You all, the Aphelion and Ben, you enter the room. The 5 of you were in the room.
Hey guys. Hey.
How was talking with Raidgarn?
It was good. It was good. I asked him about Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, all right, she is watching me. That's her whole goal, and that's it.
Ooh.
Good or bad,
Like,
that conversation.
just watching
It was a
you
good
and then
conversation.
reporting on you,
Reporting
or
back
just,
to the
um,
her goal is to watch me and report back to the council my intentions of being in the kingdom.
mm.
So
Fair,
far,
it's their job.
they have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And by that I mean she's obviously told them, but they just can't gather any intuition. And if you want to know, I literally just want to make stories. That's literally it. If you wanted, and I told Raid God that, and he was like, I figured. So
Insight check.
Good.
okay.
Cubby, are you lying?
No.
Cubby, and Valxis isn't lying.
Well, Opal's not good.
Still asleep?
Yeah, still in a comatose. They
She's still in
almost
a
let her
coma.
take her rather, you know.
They
The most
Almost let us
intriguing-
take her.
No, the most intriguing part is that she's covered in lake water. They're explaining it's not that she was sweating when we saw her, but instead she was covered in
lake water.
Yeah, and that she was having night terrors.
Huh. That's not something that you would have done. I don't
I mean,
think.
No,
Just
didn't
from
do
striking
that.
her.
Do you think
No.
that it has any relation to the water or whatever that was that when Umrig had
Well, that's what I
him
asked about, is
about?
if it was dark like we saw it that day. And they said they were unsure because it could have been dirt or or soot or whatever because I mean we
The
came
dirt-
back
we-
from a fight and there was
It was a
lightning
dirt.
and fire and yeah.
Did she
they-
have to
but
be
they said that-
resuscitated?
No,
Well,
she didn't die,
Not
from what we
just-
know of.
seems
Yeah, just-
stable
just
when I
Drell
look
died,
over
yes.
at her. I don't know.
I mean,
What's our
we
plan?
can we can check and see if her mark is gone in the morning.
Well, let's bring.
Well, if she's not awake in the morning, I guess we stay in town. We don't need to leave as immediately as I would hope.
I mean, if we need to leave, I mean, if there's something tracking Ben, then we need to leave.
Well, I mean,
Could be inside Voxus now. In which case, it's already here.
right. Do you want me to touch you, Ben, see if something comes out of me?
Reach out my hand.
I reach out my hand.
Oh?
Oh,
Huh?
does a calamity happen?
You touch each other's hands.
Oh my
hell
god,
yeah.
that's so cute.
Ah, damn.
Nothing happened.
Oh my
I
god.
cast my.
Sad.
No.
Are you guys?
Thunderclap.
Is there anything specific you guys want to talk about before you go to bed?
So say Opal's not awake in the morning.
Well, we forfeit the match.
Mhm.
Seems like they have to have their proper ceremonial purpose
There's-
for that forfeit, so
yeah.
we have to stick around
Yeah.
anyways.
I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Who's to say that we just can't stick around for
Oh.
a few more days wait till Opal wakes up?
Well, that no, we
Just
ha-
because. Just because we can't take all of them doesn't mean we can bully a few of them.
Why do you want
Can't
to bully
bully.
them?
we're not gonna fight them. We already promised that we'd forfeit. We're not gonna stab them in the back.
Yeah. Why
It's-
did you
There's
do that? by
there
the
is
way,
there
Ben?
is no
Why?
winning.
I mean, you two, Aphelion, you laughed when that guy was talking to you.
He was pretty funny.
What was that funny about? Those guys can seriously hurt us. And we came there seeking for help, and you guys bit the hand that was gonna feed us. My god.
They weren't gonna help us.
You don't know that. What? Just because he didn't say yes does not mean that people can't help us. There's a lot more moral gray in the world than you think, Aphelion. It's not just fucking black and white, just like the stars. My god. Those people come from a religion of honor and fighting. They
In
are
which
not
they
happy
believe
that we're
there is a morally good and a morally evil.
right, but they do that through fighting. They were upset that we weren't going to fight them.
Yeah.
Would you want to go out there and die? They have a fucking mammoth, Aphelion. They have a mammoth.
I mean,
Does no one weigh any of our last fights seriously? This is fucking crazy to me.
I mean, yes. For one, I do at least.
Thank you. Yeah. Jesus. One of our friends is in a fucking coma. Drell died.
I'm
What more do you
fine.
guys want?
Trell. I'm fine.
It doesn't matter if you're fine. You still died.
Thank you.
Yeah, but like, I'm
I
fine.
mean, granted, we did murder two of their. We also killed two of their fucking
Yes.
team members. Nearly.
That's what I mean. I'm fine compared to them.
Oh my god.
They're alive too. One of them is seriously hurt too. Like, he was burned
To a
Yeah.
crisp.
to a
Yeah,
crisp.
Yeah, that Hummer guy's a little,
Jeez.
It's a little what?
it's a little out there, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I will agree with that since he decided to out me in front of the entire crowd.
That's what made you think he's kind of something? The fact that every
Oh,
time
I
he
mean, it
spoke
was-
to gods, he never had an answer
Well, I was never there
or
for
a
that.
question,
so.
that is. Oh, man, Jesus.
He was on the shitter, remember?
Yeah, I was fucking shitting my brains out.
You should have seen it then, Valxis. That was crazy. For someone who likes to commune with gods, never had questions ready. Like, he wants to talk to them, but doesn't know how to talk to them. It was...
Right.
Is there anything else you guys are trying to, besides like the everyone hates Umrig? Is there anything else you guys are trying to discuss tonight before tomorrow that you would
Me
be
and
able to
Joe were
discuss in the morning?
If Opal is still in a coma,
That's probably if Opal's still in a coma tomorrow, and we don't hear back from. Did we even catch his name? What was his name? What was the orc's name?
No one asked.
Yes.
we didn't get his name.
We didn't get his name. Oh no.
Wow.
I mean, we'll
What
see him
if we-
tomorrow, but I don't think he will help us now after what happened tonight. But my
What if
point
we-
stands is that if Opal is in a coma tomorrow, we can't just bring her along with us on this adventure.
We're gonna
can't
have to
just-
stay. We're gonna have to stay in town for a little bit. That's.
That's fair. But I also want
So?
to raise this concern. If the shadow creature, whatever it is following us, how do we know that it won't target her as a way to, I don't know, leverage us to do something?
She's
She is sitting in a-
monitored round. There's always a cleric in.
That cleric almost let us take. Actually, not almost. Did let us
Yeah,
take her.
they-
He put
they
a
were-
blindfold on.
Yeah, he put a blindfold on before he left the room, knocked into the wall, and then left.
What would
So-
be its goal in leveraging?
Okay, I also
No,
want to.
no, I
I
mean-
also want you to know that it didn't move. I walked past it because I thought it was going to follow me. Like I wanted it to follow me, and it didn't move. It didn't even. All it did was just. It was like a. Just a shadow that just followed me. Just just looked at me, but didn't move. Didn't touch me. Didn't
Did,
come to attack me. It was until I initiated. It didn't
did you
do
ever
anything.
ask Umrig if he saw anything?
No, I mean, I scared the
outside
living
with you.
fucking daylights out of him. He wasn't looking at me.
Hmm.
He probably didn't even know I walked away.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Sure. You cast Detect Magic. The whole room is magic.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Thank you.
You're getting like a bright yellow, faint sort of aura coming from like the entire room. You're able to rationalize that like when the fairy woman waved her hand after you asked for a 5-bed room, that magic shaped the room to what you guys needed it to be.
Oh, Drow.
But you do
Oh.
see, obviously, the magical weapon that's on Jin, and you see magic coming from every single one of the marks on other people's bodies.
and my flute.
And his flute, yeah. Besides the equipped stuff, yeah. But there's no other, like, specifically magical thing in the room. Like, nothing's watching you, nothing's in here invisible, nothing's...
Can Detect Magic see a scry?
Yes.
Yes,
Well-
it can, yeah.
Possibly. Because see invisibility can see a scry orb. Detect magic, I think, can also see one, but I'm not sure. But you don't sense anything in the room, other than, like, the room is magic.
Do you mind if I take a look at that rail, the gun that we had in the fight today?
The antimatter rifle.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm
pulling it out?
of my fanny pack. Yeah.
Okay.
I will take it and I will cast Identify on it. Using my last spell slot of the night. I'm not
Okay.
gonna waste. I'm not gonna take 10 minutes.
Just
or
so
11
you're
minutes.
aware, not a magical item.
Oh.
It's a firearm.
That's crazy.
It's a firearm. Can be equipped as a normal firearm ranged weapon. You're two-handed. You have to reload it. 120 to 360 to 68 necrotic damage. Has 2 shots before you have to reload, but you need like the ammunition.
Yeah, where do you even get antimatter?
Just because it's called an antimatter rifle doesn't mean it's actually firing antimatter.
Should we go check or ask Umrig if he saw?
We can
He
ask
was
him in the
outside.
morning.
Okay.
It's pretty late. Unless, of course, I mean, you can. I'm gonna go to bed.
It is a futuristic item, by the way. I'm just saying, fuck it. It's in this universe.
Okay.
But yeah. It uses something called an energy cell, which is we're gonna go with like more of a steampunk energy cell than anything else that you have to purchase.
Cool. I give it back to Drell to put in his fanny pack.
Okay.
You
You realize
Drell?
starting the identify spell, you didn't need it. If you want to save the spell slot, you're good.
I'll get it in the morning.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about before you go to bed?
That was a
Drell,
warning.
can you keep this as well? And Jen
What
hands
was
over
that you guys would need the
cowl.
spell slot? No. But
Wait, you're handing me what?
The
the anti-
cowl,
Oh.
the Moorbounder hood.
you're taking the
Yeah.
whole Moorbounder off?
It's been off this whole time. He
Okay.
hasn't been wearing
So
it.
it's like
He's just gonna
he
hand
wears
over.
it kind of like a cloak / hood. He gives you the entire thing. He's basically handing you the skin of a Moorbounder.
Yeah, I can absolutely hang on to it. And I like kind of fold it up as best as I can. That's not
Stuff
to
it
a
in the fanny
ball.
pack of holding.
Yep, and I stuff it into the fanny pack of holding.
Okay. So you all go to bed for the night. Umrig, what are you doing in the shitty tavern after you get your food and your drink? And have your fucking PTSD moment.
Umrig's probably spacing out into like a lamp candle or some weird shit like that.
I would
still
say you would have
spinning the
made your
ring.
way back to your room at least. And you're doing this in your room.
That's what I mean. Like he's in his room doing this shit. He's trying to take the ring off
At this point,
rate.
you can. Once you come out of it, once you snap out of it, you can take the ring off.
He like takes the ring off, sets it at his bedside. Like, he lays down. Just stare straight at the ceiling.
Take it off while people are.
No, he's in the. No, he's in his room. You hear a rapping on the window, like a.
Oh, I ignore it. I think it's the wind.
Bold of you to assume.
a few moments pass.
Holy shit.
It doesn't happen again at first. And then on the window. You
That
ignore
has
it
to be
again?
the wind.
Okay.
Yeah. That has to be the wind.
Suddenly,
Now he's certain it's the wind. At
Okay.
first he was, maybe it is.
Okay.
Now it is.
the knocking on the window, the rapping on the window goes away. And you hear a as something seems to slide under your door.
Huh. Must have been the wind. No, I'm kidding.
If you
Oh,
want,
should've been the
if you
wind.
want to play that game, we can.
No, I'll go check whatever came in from my door.
Harry Potter acceptance letter.
Okay. So you stand up. Are you grabbing a light of any kind? Do you have dark vision?
No.
You don't have dark vision. Are you grabbing any light or anything?
Yeah, I'll grab my bedside light.
Okay. You go to this little bedside candle. You strike it, light it. And as you walk over to the door and kind of not point the candle down, but lower the candle so that it lights the ground, you see a single long bright red and orange feather and the door gets kicked open and you get thrown back.
Oh, fuck, dude. I knew I should have said it was the wind. Oh, jeez.
And stepping into the room, sort of having just plucked another feather off her own wings, the phoenix walks in, twirling the feather in her hands. And she goes, well, 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 little Umrig. What a mess you've gotten yourself in. You're playing games. And she's
What?
looking you dead in the eyes. Well, don't
do
you
you mean?
remember? I gave you that ring. And she looks at your hand, cocks her head the way a bird does, and then sees it on the bedside table. A ring that's really dangerous to have off. And she walks over to the nightstand, grabs the ring, flicks it up, catches it, walks over to you, grabs your arm aggressively and shoves the finger back on your shoves the ring back on your finger.
Oh, ow, my finger is on my finger.
My finger.
You make this
I mean,
so
He
hard.
squeezed all of his fingers into
You
one
make this
ring.
so hard. She goes, now, little Umrig, and she kneels, she like crouches down, like squats down and crosses her arms. She goes, now what went wrong about sharing our goddess's word? You haven't gotten a single follower.
You know, talking's not like, you know, my best suit sometimes. You know, I'm really trying my best out here, but, you know, sometimes it's just...
And did you know, little Umrig, that you're fighting with my enemies?
Well, I found that out after the fact, yes.
And what did you do after you found that out? Come on, speak up.
I tried to continue the fight. Ow.
You wanted to continue fighting with them. And do they know?
Yes.
Isn't it so funny, Umrig? That they know everything. They know that I gave you that ring. They know that I introduced you to Orvisa. Oh, it's quite a joke, isn't it? Now they're quitting, aren't they?
Yeah.
And what are you going to do now that they're done?
I figured I'd leave and, you know, go continue to find followers elsewhere.
After making such a presence, how could Umrig, the burner of men, ever think that he could just wander out of Pine Tie and try to find followers elsewhere?
I don't really have anyone else to fight with, you know? Like, it would just be like me.
Unless I went and got rid of your new friends and made you fight that entire church of Killijolith yourself.
Again, I don't... It would just be me. I don't think that's, like, any better.
Oh, are you saying you're not good enough?
They're gonna pummel me.
You don't think you can carry out Orvisa's will?
I've heard they got a mammoth.
The way he said that was so good. God damn it. Damn it.
She goes from like heavily like gripping your arm like tightly to slowly holding your hand like gently in hers. And she examines your hand. She goes, poor Umrig. Did I choose the wrong man?
No,
She looks you dead in the eyes, and you see like her eyes begin to like start sparking, and flame starts to catch in her eyes.
Oh god, dude, I'm gonna fucking die.
And she goes, I feel I have. You give a man a chance, and he just doesn't take it. And she lifts up your hand to go like the way that like a knight would kiss a princess's hand. And instead lashes out and bites off your finger, the one with the ring on it. In her fucking beak. In her beak. Just snaps it off. And then in her beak throws it up in the air and catches it in her hand and goes, I wonder what you can do with a changeling's finger. Now I know the ring will always be where it was supposed to. not on some nightstand. It'll stay on this finger as long as I wish. And you? You're coming with me. And she grabs you, and you're both engulfed in flame, and you disappear from the room with a burn stain being on the ground. And that's where we're ending the session for tonight.
Let's go.
You know, that whole interaction gave
That was
me
wonderful.
Monopoly vibes.
Monopoly.
You know
What?
What's up, motherfucker? You just came to Park Place, bitch.
And I got a
Wanna-
hotel on it.
Wanna play Monopoly?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just want to play Monopoly.
They
The
have
fucking
a bear.
I just wanna
fucking
play
video.
Monopoly. I just want to play Monopoly.
Jesus Christ! If anyone finds that video, it's hysterical.
Awful. Don't ever
It's so
watch
bad,
it.
but
Oh
so
my
funny.
God.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so
Oh.
Umrig is currently somewhere, as he's been
Let's go.
teleported
Oh my
or
God,
taken
my
away
God.
in a burst of flame that has left an Umrig framed burn on the ground. A finger ripped off. He's
Nice, dude.
gonzo. Disappeared.
It's bad because I imagined I had it on like my middle left finger.
Mhm.
So like, oh, that's really
Oh,
tough.
she ripped your finger right clean off.
Oh God, bro.
You know, the amount of pressure you need to bite through a finger is the same amount you bite through a carrot.
Oh, and she's
Yeah,
got a
no,
beak.
sure
She's
is.
got a fucking powerful
So that
beak.
comes down real hard.
Really, yeah. That was
Mhm.
easy
You
for
like
her.
wouldn't even felt it.
What's funny is her beak
Oh.
heated up and cauterized the wound, so there was
Oh,
no
God,
blood.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Damn it! No blood.
That's disgusting.
She's a clean fucking kidnapper.
So
She's
you
got
and
it,
you and
guys.
she are gone.
I have the Monopoly.
You found it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I need you to send that my way. I need to laugh at that again.
Well, I wanted to
You can just
play it.
play
on
it
But we're
on the
gonna end the
bottom.
stream here, chat.
Yeah.
No, we're not playing that on my stream. We're gonna end the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back again next week. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.